Alrighty then. So the music. And as a reminder, I'll try not to change around the music too much. So just adjust to what I have here, and then deal with it on your own. Alrighty. So here in Greenfont, the weather has begun to finally cool down from a harsh summer. It sits now at a comfortable 15 degrees. Wherever you look, leaves have begun to fall, and the colors of the trees have begun to shift into the fiery autumn colors. The streets are gorgeous as you take in that crisp air and atmosphere. You see little small squirrels running about, birds flying high in the air, with warm rays of sunshine blanketing the city. Some families have even already begun putting up Halloween decorations. It's quiet here in Greenfont, and has been for some time. The city isn't one to have bustling streets and swaths of entertainment abound. It's the people of Greenfont are a much simpler kind. There's a level of trust amongst the community here. It's the type of city where a lot of people just leave their doors unlocked at night. There's always a strong sense of community everywhere you go, and there's just no significant crime to speak of. By all accounts, Greenfont is a comfortable, cozy, safe city to live in. The current date is Friday, October 6th, 2023. It's been a month or so since school has been back in session. Kids of the city have already become accustomed to the new year. The routines that come with being back in school are now in place. Everyone, for the most part, has shaken off that summer vacation attitude and are looking forward to what the rest of the school year holds for them, whether it's their studies, new friends, or otherwise. But for many of the students at Monarch Secondary School, word has begun to spread across the student body of a party being thrown to really ring in the new school year. All of you would probably know it's being hosted by two of the grade 12 students, Giacomo and Giovanni Fisher, two twin German-Italian foreign students here with their father for work. They came to Greenfont last year and have been attending Monarch with you all since. They are party boys through and through and have sort of rose in popularity for the last year, mostly on their looks and good nature. But there's in a small abandoned industrial section of Greenfont lies an old shoe factory from the 60s. Building stands, but has been repurposed by the youth of the city. It's a hangout spot, not too far from the high school, and it's the venue that most parties are held at nowadays. And this party in particular is no different. The kids just call it the clubhouse. It's an open invite, and from what you have all heard going around, there's probably a lot of kids attending, looking just have a good time. With around 1,000 or so students at Monarch, there's probably an estimated 150 kids that are probably heading to the clubhouse tonight. But as we jump in for Tachi and Larry, the two of you are in last period, sitting in class with Mr. Bobberts, eyeing the clock.
Just to confirm, is Tachi Matt's character?
Yes.
No, I didn't know your character's name.
Yeah. But, there's only 10 minutes left of class or so before school's out for the weekend. It's an advanced general science and physics course, and you'll be covering a few different fields over the course of the semester. But right now, you've been a few weeks into learning about electromagnetism and its complexities. Hard to follow for the average person, but both of you are brilliant, and the course has been a breeze for both of you thus far. And at this point, though the class just seems to be mostly hoping that he doesn't assign homework for the weekend. Bobbert seems to just be wrapping up the lesson for the day, and you're both scribbling down notes, looking on at the board. It's filled with mathematical equations and pretty advanced terminology. Though most of the kids are distracted by the clock. The few that are paying attention or trying to seem to have had their brains fried from the lesson. Looking on at Mr. Bobberts, he's a middle-aged white guy, probably late 40s, early 50s. Has this very classic, distinguished kind of old man look to him. He always dresses nice, dress shirts always tucked into his pants. He's always ironed and crisp. He's got some really pretty thick glasses. Top of his head's shaved. He has some wispy white hair around the edges of his head, though. But as he kind of caps his little whiteboard marker, sets it down, and turns towards everyone. And all right, I know that was a lot to take in, so I'm going to give you all a break for the weekend. No homework, but if anyone isn't following everything we talked about today, please do reread chapters 3 through 4, or you can send me an email over the weekend. But there will be a test next week on Ampere's law. Remember, the magnetic field created by an electric current is proportional to the size of that electric current, with a constant of proportionality equal to the permeability of free space. Ampere's law is what allows us to make that connection between electricity and magnetism. And when we bridge that gap, it opens all kinds of new avenues for us to study and learn, progress. Electromagnetism is fundamental to how we live as humans. Don't believe me? You'll see. But that is it for the day. Kind of eyes the clock for a moment. You can talk amongst yourselves until the bell goes, and then gives you all a bit of a nod. But Itachi, you get a little kind of poke from behind you, and quick glance back. You do see Jessica sitting behind you, and she kind of leans in, and it seems like most of the class still have 5-10 minutes left, but people are already kind of talking amongst themselves, just kind of waiting for the bell. She kind of leans in to you and hey, we're still going to Jack and Gio's party tonight, right?
Yeah.
They were saying people will probably start getting there around 8 or 9. I don't know. I'll probably have dinner with my family. Sneak out after. I'll text you. You just meet up there. Something. What do you want to do?
Oh, I was gonna say you could meet up by me and then we can head out.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure. Should we try and get alcohol or anything? I can see if my sister can pick us up something, but knowing Jack, guy's probably got 20 fucking coolers filled with stuff for everybody. The family's insane money, so I don't know.
Probably. You know me though. Not a huge fan, but I'll take a drink or two.
Okay. Apparently a lot of people are actually going though. Everyone I talked to says they plan at least stopping by for a bit. But knowing Jack and Gio, it's probably going to be a bit of a rager. So I don't know how long you actually want to stay.
Do they even have space for everybody?
I mean, it's a clubhouse, yeah. This is huge.
I mean, we could go play it by ear, see how it is.
Hey, stop by. Oh, see what you want me to? I'll come by your place around 7 or so, and we'll head over together.
Sounds good.
Okay, awesome. I don't know if you have other friends that are coming. I feel like this is kind of just a bring everyone you know type of situation. So, we'll probably go chat up a couple of girls.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll tell Jessica to come too.
I'm Jessica.
Oh shit!
You could
No.
you're
talking to your
Who do you think you're talking to?
I thought I was talking to a classmate. I'm not gonna lie.
a classmate named Jessica, which he
Yeah.
stated at the very start.
It's like Jessica.
Yeah, you're definitely not talking to Harry's character. That's for sure.
The name went right over my head. I thought we were in class with Harry's.
No,
character.
you have a class with her.
Well, yeah, but you would think that if it was my character, I would be the one speaking. Matt?
It's okay.
You know,
man,
I didn't
it's
think
okay.
about it that far. Okay.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'll see if any of the boys are down to come.
We're always down to come for you.
But, we'll assume that entire conversation happened between you and Jessica. And you knowing that it was your girlfriend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
All right. At this point, the bell would ring. And everyone's kind of immediately just kind of getting up. He yells out, "Do have a good weekend, everyone. Stay safe. I'll see you all on Monday." And Larry, if I could see you for a moment, he kind of gives you like a small wave, and he just kind of like stands by his desk and kind of like waits for everyone else to kind of like file out of the room. For you guys, just kind of like alone for a moment.
Okay, I'll walk over. I'll pack my things up and walk over to him. My bag.
I'll this into a classroom now. If I ever swap the artwork and it doesn't show up for you, let me know. There's a setting I have to tick. I might have forgot to tick it on some of these.
Whoa. Visual novel background.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
I'm the kid in the back, staring out the window the entire class.
Me too.
Yep, we're all that kid.
That is, as you get up there, well, how are things? Everything making sense? You found a lesson, right?
It was good. I read ahead a bit, so it's kind of refreshing when.
That's good. That's good. It seems like with most students, it's in one ear, out the other. Don't tell them I said that. I get in a lot of trouble. But good. I'm glad to hear it. On to what I meant to say. Next weekend, there is a rather large conference at the university. A few big-name physicists are looking to attend, including a man named Glass Panbrow. He's a good friend of mine and has taught at a few different universities across the country and abroad. A little-known fact is that he is well known for handing scholarships to prospective students. Now, with your permission, of course, I'd like to bring you up to him.
I mean, yeah, that would be great. I wouldn't be able to afford it otherwise.
I figured there'd be no problem. You've been absolutely fantastic here, and all these years, it just feels right to see you actually go on to something else. But I will say though as well, Glass, he does like to meet the students firsthand, and if you're interested, I'd be happy to bring you up to the conference with me, and you can meet with Glass. It'd probably be a very good opportunity for you as well. You can sit in and listen in the conference.
Yeah. Would you be able to give me a ride?
Yeah. I can pick you up in the morning. It's be 10 o'clock next Saturday. But remind you, definitely, if your parents know, I can call them ahead of time as well. Let them know that you'll be spending the afternoon and probably morning as well with me.
I could do it. Don't worry.
All right. So you do have my number, so let me know if there's any issues. But Larry, do remember the pursuit of knowledge is more valuable than its possession. Do you know who said that?
Does Larry know who said that?
You make an intelligence check.
Whoa, first roll of the campaign.
Whoa, I'm. How? Like
For
that?
those ones, just roll. It's a failure. It was not. Yeah, so unsure. That kind of gives you a bit of a smile. It's a famous quote from Albert Einstein. And also, as a reminder, when you make like those basic skill checks, obviously there's no box to check for those ones, so you don't like get any sort of like additional improvement.
Mm-hmm.
But, all right, that was it.
Also, I have a question.
Yes.
Sorry, this is a hairy question. Last session we were able to like switch. Wait, never mind. No, my character sheet just bugged a bit. Never mind. I just had to reopen it. Don't worry.
Okay, you're good.
Yeah.
That seems to also be kind of like wrapping. Grabs like his little suitcases, snaps are shut. And, one last thing. The students, they like to think that the faculty aren't aware of certain out-of-school activities. It's not our place to get involved, but it is my recommendation that even now, when we are now in the thick of study and research and knowledge, we'll take time to unwind. It's good for the mind. And if there were ever a time you needed help, perhaps drive home and you shouldn't be driving, do not hesitate to give me a call, Larry. All right, yeah, I was your age too once. It's good to have fun, but safely.
No problem. I might be sister sitting anyways today.
Oh, how is Ina?
She's doing fine in her classes, I think. But I mean, she also just started, so
Right.
it's only been a couple weeks.
Let her know I send my regards, and I hope to get a chance to teach her soon.
Hopefully, she's a bright one, but a little difficult at times.
Well, I will see you on Monday, Larry.
I'll just give him a nod and head out.
To Itachi, would you be out in the hall? Were you looking to do anything? Because you probably would have left with Jessica. Are you looking to do anything specific after her, or are you just heading out?
I was gonna wait around for Larry.
Yeah, sure. You probably would have had like a little conversation with Mr. Bobberts, but yeah, only like a 5-minute conversation. Pops out, you'd see him. Jessica would have already like left though. She kind of give you a little wave off and headed home.
Hey, you ready to go to the party later?
Yeah, I just gotta go home and drop off my things.
Cool. You bringing anything to drink or?
I have to sister sit, so probably not.
Well, anyways, what time are you reaching there?
I wasn't sure yet. What time are you and Jessica planning to make it?
Probably around 8:30.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably go there around the same time then.
Yeah, if you want to meet up by me, I'm meeting up with Jessica by me before we head out.
Okay.
And we'll head out together.
Is that within walking distance, DM? I'm just gonna assume it is because it's a small town.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I don't mind. I'll come over to your place in a bit.
Ooh.
All right, cool. I'll see you in a bit.
All right.
And then I dap Larry up.
What?
Sorry.
You what him?
What did you
What?
just say?
He downs him. He gives him like a little hand thing.
Yeah, I dap him up.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear what you said. I'm like, what the fuck did you just do to me?
What have you done?
I'd be scared.
Do you really want to know?
I assumed I would be familiar with the handshake. And after that, I'll just grab my things from my locker and head home.
All right. Sounds good. Now, for Yina. For you, the bell has gone, and you now sit in the high school art room, probably doodling away in a small notebook or painting on a canvas or some kind, whatever you feel that you'd be doing at the time. But there's a few other students a part of the actual art club. They're just kind of mostly just kind of putzing about the room, putting some things away, organizing a little bit. The main art teacher that oversees the classroom, Mrs. Schwartz. She's not here right now, but she generally trusts all of you to not wreck the place. Like, looking up at like the ceiling of the classroom, it's a very like high ceiling room, and with all kinds of like small art projects from students of even previous years that kind of hang down. Miss Schwartz loves to just decorate the art room with anything and everything, and most of the pieces that are hanging down right now are like these like little paper mache birds, and they've been like elegantly painted and decorated, have this almost like semi-realistic look at times. When the light just kind of hits them just right, and even when like the window's open, you get like a little breeze that blows through the room, and all the birds, they kind of sway a little bit. It almost looks like they're gliding around the ceiling, and it's a mesmerizing sight when it happens. But there's a knock on the door to the art room, and you see an older student. You probably wouldn't know her, but she's dark hair, like very like pale white skin, glasses. Wears like a floral kind of like sleeveless dress, comes down to like around her knees. But she wears this like very like light like white scarf, kind of covers her neck, and it kind of sort of hangs down a little bit. And you can see on one of her arms, she has like a little tattoo of a bird. It's like one of those like line art pieces. It's like one continuous line that bends and twists, and into the shape of what looks like a small dove. It's simple, but it's really pretty. And in her hair, you can also see this little small golden clip that also has a bird in its design. She's got this like large bag, slung over her shoulder, and in one of her hands, she's holding what looks kind of like a shoebox-sized box. I'm unsure exactly what it is, but around there. She seems to be like very, very careful with it, though, as she's just kind of moving around. But as she knocks on the door, she also kind of sort of just walks in and looks up, and for this moment, she kind of like starts to like just admire the various art pieces around the room, almost like a childish awe. You realize pretty quickly, though, she's mostly transfixed on like the various bird pieces hanging down. Pretty quickly, one of the other students calls out, "Hey, can we help you?" And she kind of like sort of just like weakly gives like I'm just looking, and kind of quickly responds and say, "This isn't like a museum for you to just walk around and look." And the girl beside him just kind of smacks him on the arm, says something very quiet to him, and shakes her head at him, and he just kind of rolls his eyes and goes back to whatever he's doing, but doesn't really seem to care too much about her wandering in. But she heads in and kind of just like slowly kind of like perusing around like you would like an art gallery, just kind of like wandering around, but eventually makes her way over to you, gives you like a bit of like a smile, and kind of speaks up and kind of like motions to I forgot to actually get you guys to describe your appearance, but as she approaches you, do you want to describe how Ina looks?
Shit, I didn't think that far, actually.
That's all right.
She's a girl.
Female.
Wow.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Well, we can come back to a physical description later. But what would you say that Yina's like currently like doing right now? Is she like painting, doodling? What would she be doing right now?
Like looking out the window, I guess.
Okay, cool. But she kind of like walks over to you, and she kind of like motions like a few like the art pieces, and just like, these are really beautiful. Did you do any of this?
So do I roll a dice for yes or no?
No, you play her. If you want to like, you can motion to a random art piece that I'm sure you've been here like a month or so now. I'm sure you probably have a few things out here on display. It's your call.
Can you repeat that? Sorry.
You just kind of like motions like a couple of like a small like painting on the wall like nearby one of the windows. Like, did you do that? Or do you have anything here that you've done?
Oh, so I guess I would like point to like a small doodle in the corner.
That's really good. I'm not much of an artist myself, so that's incredible though. And it's just like there's like a moment where she like even for you, like it's just like a small doodle, but like when she looks at it, like you can actually tell like she's really like paying attention and looking at like the small details. But I'm sorry to like interrupt, but I was sort of here for a reason. This might be weird, but I wanted to talk to the art club about getting like a commission. I guess is that the best way to put it? I don't know. I'm more just like a favor, maybe. I could pay if it's needed. Like, do you do that sort of thing? Take like requests?
Sure.
Okay. Well, she kind of like thinks to herself a little bit. All right. Well, basically, she kind of looks you up and down for a moment. You're grade 9, right? Are you new to the school?
Yeah, I'm new.
Okay. Well, then maybe you wouldn't know, or probably haven't been there. But do you know about the place? Do you know about the clubhouse? The place everyone goes out and drinks and parties.
No.
Okay. Well, this old factory. It's like a 30-minute walk from the school. But anybody goes there, hangs out. Sometimes people just like go there after school type of thing. But just big parties, everyone's always over there. But what I kind of wanted to get done was I wanted to get like a mural done on one of the walls there, because everyone goes there so often, and it'd be nice to have something that isn't just like old, rusty machinery to look at, and like. I don't really know who to talk about it because I'm not like a painter or artsy or anything in the slightest. I'm really bad at that type of thing. And I thought, I was like, well, maybe I could get like someone in the art club or something to help me with it because I really want to do it. And I can help, I guess. I don't really know what I do. I just can like hold a brush. I don't know.
I could try painting a mural for you. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. That's great. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even introduce myself. She kind of like you see she has like that shoebox. She like very gently kind of puts down like a nearby like little table there. Holds out her hand. My name's Ennis. Most people just call me Enna or the bird girl. I can't tell if they're making fun of me or not, but it's fine. I'm running the aviary this year, head of the bird club. So, and some people don't even know, but the school, we have an aviary at the back of the field, and we get birds in every year, and we sort of just take care of them, and we watch them and stuff, and we help nurse baby birds and stuff. It's really nice. We got in a bunch of doves at the start of the school year, and they're so cute. You should see them. I've been helping in the aviary since grade 9, and finally being in my last year here, I get to actually lead the aviary, and I'm really excited for it, but not many students join this year, so I'm usually alone up there, and it's a lot of work. It's okay. Doves keep me company. Sorry for rambling. Anyways, back to my original point about the mural. So there's this. Ooh, I feel like I'm being a bad influence if I say this, but so there's a big party tonight, and basically everybody's going. I'm not much of like a partier, but I like to go and hang out. And I was thinking, if you were okay to do the whole like mural thing, you could come with me tonight, and we could just, I don't know, paint, make fun of the drunk idiots. I don't know, it'd be fun.
Sure.
And I will say, if you're new here, going to the clubhouse, I don't know, it's a good way to meet people and like really get to know everybody, because the students in Monarch, like everybody's awesome here, but I don't know, it's nice to make new friends and whatnot. And I'm sorry, and what's your name?
I introduced my character's name right. I'm sorry.
You're Yina.
I'm Yina. Hi.
It's a really pretty name. Okay. She kind of like scribbles down her phone number on like a little piece of paper. If I'm right, are you the younger sister of Larry?
Unfortunately.
Oh, got him.
Yeah. I mean, I've had a few classes with him. He's nice, but I don't know if Larry's going tonight. But if he was, I don't know. You could come with him. If not, then I could pick you up. Something like that. Well, I'll text you. We can figure it out. But I'll see you tonight then.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Okay. It's nice to meet you, Nina.
Nice to meet you too.
And he'll shake your hand, grabs it, and then just kind of gives you like, a bit of like a small hug anyway. And you can definitely tell she has this like kind of like jittery, kind of nerdy, cutesy vibe to her. But you know, all in all, she probably seems like a decent person. But are you looking to do anything? At that point, she kind of carefully grabs a little shoebox, gives you a wave, and heads back out. Are you looking to do anything in the art room, or any business you feel that Yina might look to accomplish?
She probably would just like walk around and then just like stay in the art room for a bit.
Cool. All right. But probably the next, half hour or so passes, and eventually Mrs. Schwartz would return, and give everyone a wave and just kind of double check, everything's in order, and making sure everything's been put away properly. All in all, Miss Schwartz is she's like the main art teacher for the school. But, you get a chance to chat her up for a little bit, but eventually. Which kind of says, all right, time for everyone to head home. I'm gonna be locking up, so I will see you all next week. Kind of gives a bit of a smile. And does like a double take at you, and gives a bit of like a weird look, but at that point, everyone else kind of just heads out into the halls and slowly making their way home. You're looking to head home for the night or evening then?
Yeah.
Cool.
Sorry.
All right. So as we jump over to Gregory and James. For you, the bell has rung. School is out, though both of you have basketball practice. And in that moment, you can feel that heat, radiating off your body, sweat pouring down, the sounds of basketballs, beating against the floor, banging against backboards, whistles being blown constantly, a lot of yelling back and forth across the team. You guys haven't had the chance to play any actual games this year yet, but some of the early games against other schools are going to be starting in a few weeks. Coach Sommers is standing on the sidelines watching on, as everybody runs the drills, and looking on at Coach Sommers. He's one of the younger teachers. You're not 100% sure how old he actually is, but he looks young, takes care of himself. Pretty thin guy, a bit lanky, full head of brown hair that kind of spikes up at the front a little bit, blue eyes, keeps a little bit of stubble on his face, and always seems to be wearing some sort of athletic wear. He's a good-looking dude by all accounts. And as you'll hear, like a loud court buzzer, he blows his whistle to reel the team in together for some last words before sending you all off for the evening. But, as you all kind of circle in, looks to full team of you guys. Got all your full teammates here. And, all right, good work today, boys. We haven't gotten our teeth wet just yet, but looking at you all past couple weeks and today, I think we have one of the strongest teams Monarch has ever seen. You all have real passion, skill. The camaraderie between you all It's, it's good. Games aren't going to be won going on individual talent alone. And let me tell you, boys, we have a lot of that here. But you are only going to be as strong as the one who's seated next to you if you aren't working together. Teamwork is everything. It's what's going to carry you all. Let you get better at the game. Right now, teamwork with you all, it's good. Just good. But are we okay with good? No, we aren't, are we? Good isn't going to cut it. You're better than that. We're better than that. Look at your left. Look at your right. This is your team, your family, your brothers. That's all you have out there. You're going to go through the ringer this year. Competition from the other schools. And let me tell you, boys, it's going to be hard. It's going to be a hard year. You're going to be up against a lot. And it's a challenge that we as a team, a family, will absolutely, kind of whispers down a little bit, absolutely fucking crush. That's only if you all work together. These coming days, I want to see that camaraderie really develop. All right, boys. I want all of you to have a good evening and a good weekend. Stay safe. On Monday, we've got practice again. No lates this time, all right? Kind of eyes a few of the guys there and kind of they roll their eyes. And for cleanup today, Gregory, James, two of you, get all the equipment away. I'll give you a hand with it. Rest of you, change rooms. Have a good night. And with that, you see how everyone kind of like gets up, immediately happy that they didn't seem to get zeroed out for having to do sort of like extra cleanup after practice. They all kind of like run off at for a minute or so. It's just Sommers and the two of you left in the actual gym. Kind of starts kind of barking orders over and say, balls into the cage, pylons, everything else goes in storage. I'll go just the nuts. But after you kind of like have a little bit of time to kind of like do all that, he looks to both of you and hey, Greg, James, good work today. I feel like the two of you have actually been putting in the work. You're practicing outside of school too, right? And whoever wants to answer first, you can describe how you look.
Here, do you want to go or me?
I'll go.
Okay.
I'm a tall, slender black man with some dreads that like kind of go down, like they're parted in the middle, kind of go down to either side, down to like maybe eye level. About 6 feet tall, good physique. That's about it though. What do you ask again? You're practicing outside of school.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like me and Greg are always like out throwing, practicing our layups and whatnot. Love the game.
It's good. Shows. And he kind of looks down to you, Greg, and you've been keeping up on your studies too, right?
I will first describe myself.
Describe yourself.
Perfect.
Say
So,
this down to Greg.
yeah, he just looks down at Greg, bro. That like got me dead. So Gregory is 4'2", full lean and muscle. He's bald though. From this, he's completely bald. He's jacked, ripped, 4'2", but got a vertical leap of a giraffe.
What is this description?
But he's extremely good looking. He's got the smolder that captivates eyes.
Holy shit.
Extremely good looking though for a 4'2" bald black man, African American. Can I react to the looking down at me part?
I mean, You want to like look straight ahead and not make eye contact.
He just looks.
He kind of has to look down.
Oh, true. You actually have to look. True. True. Okay, yeah. And then his quote is, even though people look down at me, they always wish they could be me.
What is Spencer right now?
He's made a monster.
He's made something. One of the characters of all time. Lord too.
And then, yeah. And then, sorry, I got so captivated with my character description. What was the question?
It's like, all right, well, it shows. And he's like, well, you've been keeping up with your studies too, though, right?
Always. You know, gotta make sure that the book smart stay smart. Because if I'm not smart, then I can't go places.
You're not smart. You're dumb.
Oh my
Yo, for real, on God, Coach
Oh,
Summers.
Spencer.
My intelligence level's kind of down bad. It's down horrendous.
That's my little homie. He knows what's good.
I can't believe that Shaq is on the same basketball team as Chandni. 4-2. Holy shit.
But he, hearing that though, he kind of like he nods and he kind of looks back to you, James. It's good. Listen to Greg more, because let me tell you, boys, you won't actually go places with basketball. It might not seem important, but book smarts is a big part of it. I see so much talent go to waste because they don't want to keep up with the books. You know, it's about being a player both on and off the court. Always give 110% in anything you're doing. You know, it gives you like a reaffirming nod and gives you guys pats on the back. And at that point, you know, most of the equipment's kind of been put away at this point. So that, actually, are you guys in a rush to leave? You want to give me a hand with something?
Yeah,
I'm
sure,
free.
Coach, yeah.
Sure, Coach.
Cool. There's the outdoor basketball court. Apparently, one of the nets, birds, they keep building a nest behind one of them. I keep telling the custodian about it, and he says he's been cleaning it out, but it's still there. So I figure I'll just get it myself. Just want you guys to hold the ladder, I guess, while I grab the nest. We won't hurt the bird or anything. We'll just move the nest into the bush or something like that. Cool. Sound good?
Yeah, let's go. I mean, I can just
Perfect.
hold up
I'm
Greg
down.
and you can.
Oh.
You can get the
Oopsie.
nest down. I don't know if you need a ladder.
Hey.
Okay.
All right. I mean, if you boys are confident, let's head out.
Yeah, it's just,
Yeah, it takes you outdoors, more like the side doors of the gym there, and we do have this one, right? Perfect. Leads you out in the space there, and it doesn't really. It seems like there are a couple people kind of playing basketball. They're avoiding the one net that you presumably has like a little like bird nest there, and kind of heads over, and you're able to kind of like see. You kind of look behind like the actual like board there, and you're able to see like little gathering of like little like sticks and twigs and other little bits of random material that have been collected. Kind of points it out, and that's it right there. Kind of looks around just outside the court. You can see like some like little bushes. And grab that. Doesn't seem like Mother's home, so maybe the best time to do it now, I guess. I don't know if there's anything inside. Try to be careful with it though. I don't want to break it. So. And it's getting in the way of everyone here. I can't be running games right now. So.
all right.
We
Well,
got you.
Yo, Greg, get on my back.
Okay. We just climb him up.
I'm a bend over and let him get on top of me.
And I climb on him.
That was a sentence.
Get on my shoulders. Let's get on my shoulders. You know, us. You on top of me, we're like the same height as an NBA player.
I don't think 10-foot NBA player.
All right, picking him up. I will say for you, James, make a strength check.
Okay. Strength.
It's on under statistics.
Strength, statistics. Oh, strength. Success.
Cool. All right. Easy enough to be picking him up. You probably picked him up all the time. It's yes. I don't know what I just said. But yeah, Greg, as you get kind of lifted up into the air, he tries to like push you up a little bit into the air, give you a little bit of height because the net is still like pretty high above you guys. You do have to both of you kind of stretching a little bit. I'm gonna have you make an alertness roll here.
Greg.
To Greg.
And then where do I go for that? It's in the
Under skills.
I gotta open up my
Characters.
Yeah.
character, right? Yeah. Skills. And then which is the one I'm looking for?
Alertness.
Alertness.
It's just your ability to perceive things around you. You just hit it.
Oh, there it is.
I'll roll for you. All right. Yeah, you're an 80. Yeah, there's a definite success. And kind of looking on as you lifted it on there, it's still like the nest itself is still like above your head. And as you kind of like go, Somers is down there, just kind of like careful. You kind of like go and like, kind of like grab the nest, but there's this point as you're looking on, you see a little droplet of like a red liquid just kind of like drop out of the nest and kind of like splashes onto the ground below. And as you catch that, as you actually look on the ground itself, there's this tiny little puddle of like a red liquid that's just kind of like, it seems like it's very slowly dripping out of the nest. Are you continuing to grab the nest or doing anything else?
Yeah, everything going up good up there, man.
It's going well, you know. I'm just trying to grab. If only I could jump. Like jump a little bit more to grab it because I'm struggling.
You go fucking Mario on him.
Just a triple jump up again. It is within distance. If you want to just like grab the nest, you can.
Okay, I'll grab it then.
All right, you're gonna grab the nest and very carefully, James kind of lowers you back down. And as you're holding the nest in your hand, you kind of feel like all like the uneven like twigs and whatnot in there. And as you're like grabbing onto it, you can feel something like wet that kind of like soaks onto your hand a little bit. And you kind of like adjust your hand, and it has that same kind of like red tinge, and it looks like blood. And as you actually get a better look at the nest, you know, mother bird isn't there, but you see 4 eggs, and all of them are like pretty badly like cracked and damaged. There's little bits of like shards of the egg that have been kind of like strewn about, almost like stained with blood though. And you can see little bits like almost like amniotic fluid as well that's been kind of like soaked into some like the twigs. And one of the actual eggs itself, it's not super badly damaged, but it's just like the top kind of little segment of it that just like it's been like kind of cracked off and removed. And as you look on in that, it just looks like it's filled to the brim with a mix of amniotic fluid and blood. And even as you kind of just like shake it a little bit, you can kind of see like it flow back and forth. And it's the sheer sight of just under like I'm not fully sure what you're even like looking at. It's underdeveloped birds. Something happened with the eggs. It's a very visceral, almost like gory, like sight. Make a Constitution check here.
You did.
Be under your statistics.
And
Just
then
a
just click
con.
the con.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
The moment as you kind of like get down to the ground and you're like looking on at this this nest, you see all this like unsure what happened here again. If like an animal got into this and started eating the eggs or something, even then it's just looks like a complete mess. You feel something like in your stomach, and it's just that sheer gory sight. You like take a step back, you just set the nest on the ground, and you immediately you can feel it like welling up inside your throat. And James, you watch as Greg just he's like spit up a little bit just from the sheer sight of it, seeing something so violent and gory and disgusting. It just causes you to just like throw up on the spot, coughing and trying to like. Somers immediately like it's okay, it's okay. And he like looks at the nest itself, and James, you get a better look at it as well. It's a complete mess, and it is a violently nasty sight to see it all.
My God, what the fuck is that?
I don't know. What the?
That shit don't look right.
Disgusting.
Coach, what is that shit?
Oh, I don't know. I guess Mother Bird's probably not coming back. Oh man. Oof, that is tragic. I imagine an animal probably got into it or something, but that is nasty. You should probably dispose of that, and make sure you wash your hands as well, okay? I'm sorry that I didn't expect it to be like this. I thought it was just, I didn't even think there was eggs in it. But he actually kind of grabs the nest itself and kind of like seeing it, like even as he moves it around, you see a little bit more like blood just kind of drip and pour out of it, and he just like quickly saunters over to like a nearby bush and just kind of almost like chucks it in there, almost also being like very like viscerally grossed out by it. And he comes back, his hands are covered in blood as well, and it's all right. Well, I'm sorry. Yeah, he looks to you, Greg. You all right? You okay?
I'm okay. Just a little bit shaken up.
Yeah, that shit was cursed.
Why are you speaking like that, bro?
Yeah, bro, that shit was nasty.
Hey, both of you.
Fucking role playing, dude.
Why did you go south though?
It's so dramatic. That shit look cursed, bro. Oh my god,
That shit was cursed.
I mean, yeah, it was pretty cursed.
Why'd your accent go south all of a sudden?
It really brought the flag out of it in the horror movie.
He begins heading back to the school, kind of motions for you to follow, and you'll kind of like take a moment to head to like one of like the guys' washrooms, just like wash up a little bit. And I guess James, you're the one that didn't actually like, touch it or get blood on you or anything, but
I'm so
Greg definitely. Yeah. But Greg, as you're kind of like washing the blood off it, as it kind of washes off your hand as well, it kind of like leaves this like weird like tingly like burning. It's like if you were like dipping your hand in like vinegar or something for a while, and it kind of like felt like a very very light burn or tingle, not like a burn, but like very like a weird irritation on your hands left behind it. And you can see as Somers as well, just kind of also kind of feeling it. Just he keeps like trying to like wash his hands a little bit more, but all right. Well, if I don't know if we should get that checked or not, but probably not good to be getting wild animal blood on you. Sorry again about that. I guess thanks for the help. You guys needed to drive home or anything?
I'm all good, Coach. Thank you, though. Appreciate you allowing us to select us both to go out there and do the work.
Yeah, I'm good. My dad said he picked me up after practice.
All right. I'll see you both on Monday then. All right.
Have a good weekend. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is he nodding? he wanders off. Just the two of you left. Anything you're gonna do?
Yo, bro, we hitting up that party tonight or what?
On cap? No Jizzy?
Yo,
Kizzy?
no Jizzy, bro, no Jizzy. Yo, I ain't got no booze, but you know we steal that shit from the fridge. No one even knows.
Okay, blood, let's head out there, man.
Yeah, let's head out there, bro. Well, I gotta
Your
go
dad
home.
travels?
I gotta wash out first, though. I gotta wash out. I'm fucking
Okay,
sweating,
okay.
sweating bones right now.
Sounds good, homie. Talk to you later.
Yeah, bro. I'll see you there, brother.
God, I don't know if I'm ready for this.
That's always what you want your DM to say. I don't know if I'm ready for this.
Hey. No, I know I chose high school as the setting, but goddamn, I wasn't ready for this.
You
should have
not ready
been
for
when
two
you
black
triggered
men,
me with
dude?
the
Are you
physics.
racist?
Yeah, you know, you want to call it racism, yeah. That's what it is.
This is how they
This guy
interact.
started speaking electromagnetism to me. He deserves it.
Exactly. Just getting real.
I'm not gonna
Alrighty.
lie. I got this website open right now for this specifically. Teen jargon.
Oh,
Oh my god. Spencer, you become
shit.
your dad when you
Oh,
open
shit.
this. Bet, yes. Sipping tea. Understand.
How
cost.
teenagers talk, we sometimes don't understand them.
Sipping tea.
this is not something we should be looking up yet. But here we are.
We're not that old, guys. We're not that old.
I'm geeking right now, dude.
Yeah, I'm geeking.
What
Sorry.
does that mean?
Yo, don't
Like you're
laughing to
laughing.
the extent of freaking out.
Alright. Let's, with
So we
everyone,
got-
one way or another, heading to the party in the evening, you would know it's probably around like 8 or 9ish when people would show up. With all of you basically heading home, anything anyone is looking to do? Conversations? What is?
What the fuck? We're about to die.
That is,
What was that music?
That's so. Oh, I know why that happened. That's funny.
I was scared, man.
But for the evening, the next few hours to follow, I assume for most of you heading home, probably dinner with your family. Anyone looking to do anything, talk to anyone, family, each other? I believe you guys probably don't know each other personally too well, but anyone looking to do anything for the evening?
I was just gonna go back and study up for a bit before the party.
Sure, cool.
Gregory was gonna go home and have a shower and just get dressed up for the party.
Sure.
Mhm. I'm gonna work out a little bit first. Oh, some weights.
Y'all gonna have a bro down?
That ass?
And I'm gonna say, Gregory, as you're at home, kind of having a shower, I want you to make an additional power check for me as well.
Oh,
Power.
Damn, that power was crisp in my ear.
As you're
69 is not a fail.
is definitely a fail. As you're standing there showering, and like all you can think of is just that image of like that blood-filled egg, and it's spilling kind of back and forth, and your hands covered it. It's disgusting. Every time that you try to think about something else, it just creeps back into your mind, and I don't know what kind of. It could have been like a snake or something, maybe some sort of like little raccoon got in there. I have no idea, but it was disgusting. And every time you almost like go to like try and wash your hands again, just like it's just it bothers you. And say probably for the rest of the evening, it's definitely going to be something that, looking around, it's an image that's going to be stuck with you for a while. Having those blood covered hands and seeing just the broken shells and the amniotic fluid and just nasty sight. But you still head home and enjoy a dinner with your family. Anyone else looking to do anything? Larry or Yina, are you guys looking to do anything for the evening. Is so you guys would probably both get home probably around the same time, I would assume.
Yeah, brother and sister.
Yeah.
Probably.
At this point, do we know that does Harry or does Larry know that his sister's a drug dealer?
Probably not. I mean, it's just
It's not
like
up
a-
to me.
I doubt
Okay.
you would know. She's probably like still pretty new to the school, so.
Why is this 13-year-old dealing drugs in a small town in the Canadian Midwest?
Need money.
Who else is gonna do it, really?
I thought that was the way that we knew her. Like in corporation to the story, or was that
Oh.
changed?
I
didn't
think that was
a serious thing, but okay.
Oh,
I
because
also
the-
wasn't 100% sure if we were actually doing the drug dealing thing.
Oh, because I thought we like isn't the don't drugs give like bonuses or something?
It's a thing. I
I don't
have some.
know.
Good, do you,
If-
Ina? Do you want to be a drug dealer?
Sure.
Okay.
Just sure. I know how easy you are to convince now. It's just like someone shady comes up to you from an alleyway. Hey, you want to deal some drugs? Oh, sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Honestly, understandable. Hard out here.
But yes,
I'll go talk to my brother.
Sure.
I'm gonna,
you probably see him. He's probably just kind of strumming away on his guitar in his room. Not really playing anything, just kind of just doing his thing.
I'll knock on his door and be like, "Hey, what's up, my little old brother?
Hey, door's open. Come in.
Why does it sound like that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't.
Just sound like a dude, man. Don't sound like a fucking.
Sir.
Dude. Wait, is he? I forgot. Is he older than you or younger?
No, we're twins.
You're twin, right? You're twins. Okay.
Doors open, come in. Hey, yo, you hitting up the clubhouse tonight or what, man?
Yeah. Hey, you're going?
Yeah. I was just wondering. You
Yeah.
you want to head over to? I'm just telling the rents that we're staying over. I'm staying over at Greg's, so if you want to sleep over at Greg's,
Oh yeah.
as your
Love having to sleep on over the Greg's.
Yeah,
Sounds
sleep over
good.
at Greg's. That's the homie. All right, well, we can head out together a little later. All right, I'll be in my
All
room.
right, yeah.
I'll come get you. Okay.
Never know. And let's say we'll skip ahead for you a little bit. You're looking to tell your parents going to Greg's for the night?
Yeah, I'll probably say like during dinner. I'll just be like, yeah, I'm going to Greg's. We're gonna play
Sure.
some video games.
I'll have you make a. Can't remember. Deception isn't a roll in this. I believe persuasion is what it is supposed to be.
Persuasion.
Yeah, make a persuasion check.
Can you give me a second here? Oh, persuade. There it is. 6
Okay.
8.
It's they seem to just, as far as you know, parents seem to just kind of believe it, kind of talk amongst themselves over the course of dinner. You mention it, and they tell you to have fun. None the wiser, as far as you can tell. But you not going to do anything.
Hey, yo, you mind if I take a car, Dad?
I'll use your persuasion from that as well. And you coming back in the morning?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay.
Tight.
Fine. Be careful, all right?
Yeah, of course. Stay woke, fam.
He looks over to your mom, shakes his head.
I was-
Oh, fuck my chopstick.
What have we created?
Nah, I'm just kidding. Relax, dude. Like-
All right.
Brother sounds so sophisticated, and then you're like,
yeah.
With an excuse to leave, you'll be heading off with your dad's car. With what's your brother's name again?
Julian.
Julian, right?
Julian.
Did I change it on your sheet?
I changed it. I forget what my third bond was, by the way. We talked about that.
We're gonna go with Giacomo.
Giacomo. Okay. I don't know what's wrong with Giacomo.
But jumping over to, we'll say Greg. I assume, are you looking to have an excuse for leaving for the evening, or what's your plans for the evening?
I'll text Greg, by the way. I'll be like, yo, I got the whip. I'll come pick you up.
You got the wig.
How many
I
of the
got the-
words from that website
So
can
I'm
we
gonna
fit in?
respond. I'm responding to that text. Damn, sounds good. Excited for the bro down tonight. It's gonna be lit.
Let's get it.
I
Let's
hate
let's
it.
connect. Let's
I don't like this.
I hate it so much.
When will you be here?
I'll probably reach around 9.
Sounds Gucci.
Roll up.
Are you gonna roll up,
Right.
man? Or we're gonna post it to Finsta because I'm trying to get some clout out here.
Dope.
Yeah.
Talk soon.
I'll send him a kiss.
Hey,
Oh
Better
shit.
roll up so we can risk up
You
you.
gotta kiss the homies goodnight, dude.
I'm gonna end myself.
It's high school. We have to talk like that.
Yeah, you want
I
to
don't know.
I
I
don't
don't
high school,
like
dude.
high school,
That's
to be
modern day high
honest.
school.
I don't remember this high school.
You're a plug. We're gonna be hitting you up later. You're a plug. Plug.
Blood.
I don't know you guys.
All right, but as we jump over to, let's say Larry and Yina, with your mother being, a bit of a weird family situation, are you looking to make an excuse or any of the sort? Like, what's your plan for the evening?
I was just gonna write a note because I intended basically like my dad to be working like really until very late and not home very often. So I was gonna just like leave a note explaining that like where I'm going and how next week I'm gonna be gone for the weekend, and then I'll prepare some like easy to heat up dinner as just before I meet up with Itachi and Jessica. And also just like waiting till Yuna gets home and then we'll both go to the party, I guess. Yeah.
That's tight.
But you would eventually, you'd probably get home, I guess, a little bit after, as you would have spent some of your after school hours at the actual art club. So it's probably around like
Yeah.
4 or 5-ish. Larry, you've probably been home. I think you would basically have just gone straight home, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would come home, knowing that if you wanted, Ennis or Enna would be happy to pick you up. Are you looking to leave an excuse, talk to mom, or do anything, or what do you want to do?
I'm gonna sneak out because I'm a drug dealer.
Cool. All right. If you're looking to sneak out entirely, you can make a stealth check if you want.
A what check?
Be a stealth check for you. I believe stealth is a roll.
Oh, where do I go?
Under your skills, you can roll stealth. Just hit stealth on there. It's in the middle row.
Where? So
On your character.
sheet.
Yeah, it's under S because it's alphabetical.
Oh, it is alphabetical. That's why it's so weird.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I was
I've really
wondering
done-
why.
I wish
But
it was
it's like it's
vertically-
horizontal.
Yeah, I wish it was vertically alphabetical. For some reason, my brain
Wait, that's
doesn't like.
Yeah.
read it
Even
that
though it's
way.
supposed to be that way. Even though this is technically the normal way.
Yeah. I
It's
don't
like
know.
the letters, like actual like word stealth. It'll roll it for you.
I think that's just more because like the D&D character sheet is like goes just straight down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably why.
We're conditioned to read it differently. Yeah, you see the stealth, right?
yeah, I checked
Uh,
it. Was this?
Just hit the actual like the word stealth, and that'll roll it for you.
Yeah, uncheck the box because that actually matters.
Oh, okay. This shit's slow. Where'd stealth go?
Did you hit stealth?
I did the little check mark thingy.
don't
Just
check
the actual word. Like hit just roll like
There you go.
yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
interactable. Oh.
But doing your best over the course of the evening. I'm just gonna at some point you just kind of what's your plan? Are you just looking to like sneak out and you like at some point slipping out? Like what's your plan on sneaking out here?
I didn't have a plan. Just sneak out, have fun.
That's
Perfect.
Get
That is represented by your 50 of the failure. But
It's also representative being a dumb 13-year-old.
yeah, at some point, thinking that maybe mom wouldn't notice, you probably see her kind of like she's a little down on her luck. Seeing her there and just not really paying too much attention to things. Just very, you know how she is. But at some point over the course of the evening, you probably would have had to make dinner for yourself. But you just kind of leave, and unsure if she saw you, unsure if she cared. But you do slip out.
Do I see it? Wouldn't I be there?
Yeah, you can make an alertness check here too. See if you would see her randomly sneak out. You would see her randomly
sneak out.
You'd probably be home at this point and just kind of hear like the door open or something, and unsure, take a look down like the street or something. You would see Yuna kind of heading off.
I just like call out to her, or would that be not fast enough?
You'd probably be able to catch up to her pretty quickly. Like you don't know exactly where she's headed, of course. So
I'm just gonna call out to her through like a window or something. It's like, hey, where are you going?
Walks away.
Wow. Walks away.
Walks away. Okay.
you're just keeping on going.
What the fuck is this? What is this rebellious stage?
13-year-old man.
She's sneaking out for no reason. Like the mom doesn't care. The dad is not home. What are you sneaking out from? The dog?
This dog.
That woman.
Woman.
I want to.
Got to go drug deal, man. She's the blood.
She's the plug. She's the plug.
Are you looking to chase after
I
her?
need
No.
me get my goods.
All right, but you do sneak out. Unsure how successful you are or not. But oh, and also do check the stealth box next to your stealth now as well.
Oh, now
Yeah, now you do it, and that's just and at the end of the session, you'll get like bonuses to your stealth in the future. Yeah, it's just as a reminder for you that if any checks that you fail.
Oh, it's a fail.
Yeah, it's only on fails. Yeah.
Oh, so I should have done that with my con.
Con is a stat that doesn't get the improvement. It's only the actual skills.
Okay.
All right, but looking to sneak out, or what's your plan now for the evening? You have Anna's number. She's happy to pick you up whenever.
get
What's
Anna
your-
to pick me up.
Cool. Text her probably within like 20-30 minutes or so, and I was like, oh, I'm just finishing up a couple things at home or whatever. Eventually you find a place probably a little bit down the street from your actual home, picks you up, and she's changed her outfits. Still wearing like kind of like a similar type of floral dress, sleeveless, just exactly the same as before, just different type of dress. Still has that like scarf on. Just kind of very tightly wrapped around her neck, and in the back seat you can see that little shoebox there, and she has a little bag that's kind of like she had before, just sitting in the back seat there as well, right beside it. That so as it looks over to you, it starts kind of like beginning to like drive over towards Clubhouse. So I've been thinking about the mural, and I don't know fully what you really wanted to do. I don't know. I was thinking kind of like you might be able to tell, but I kind of like birds. So I don't know. It's like a big bird face, or just like a giant bird, or like a bunch of like birds with like in front of like a sun or something. I don't know. I don't really know what you're like. Are you able to do that? Like, is that like I don't want this to be like super hard for you either, right? So
Sure. I can draw birds, or paint birds.
I picked up like
I
a
can show
bunch
you
of
something,
like.
and you can tell me what you think about it.
Okay, cool. I picked up like a bunch of art supplies as well. I don't really know like if it's the right types of paints. I don't know if like it'll like stay on the walls there because it's I don't really know the whole thing. But I picked up a bunch of stuff, so I hope that some of it works out. But if you're looking to kind of like make some like little like sketches and whatnot, she seems to be very open to anything. As long as there's birds. Anything that you're a particular like design that you're
Okay.
looking to kind of like sketch for her, like what's your plans for the mural? She's pretty open.
I draw a bunch of bird Pokemon.
Bunch of little pigeons.
Yeah, just 100 Pidgeys.
Yeah, if it's whether it's a bunch of birds or anything, she's very content with it, and very like anytime she like looks at like a little sketch for anything that you're actually doing, it's like complete like in awe, and she's like so like wildly like impressed by it. And oh, there's vocals on this. The fuck. So weird. All right, but two of you drive on down, probably in the later evening, and get like the early kind of twilight evening hours of like the sun. But yeah, making your way down. Tachi, what are your plans?
It was just go wait like for after school.
Yeah, are you looking to do anything after school, or are you looking to say anything to your parents about leaving? At some point, meeting up with Jessica to head on down. Potentially
Yeah,
picking
so-
up Larry.
Yeah, so basically, I'll go back home, tell the parental units that I'm heading out later, and that I'm going to go up and just get some work done before I leave, and then I'm just gonna go walk up to my room.
We don't have homework, dude.
Is
Huh?
We don't have homework this weekend.
Not from only from 1 o'clock. I mean, sorry, wait, I lied. Yeah, but you have to keep studying so that you can know what's coming up. Trying to be a good student.
Okay, respect. Send me the answers to question 4.
yeah, I gotta
As-
read
as
the next
you-
chapter in the textbook.
As you tell your mom that you're looking to head out for the evening, she's kind of, well, where are you going?
Oh, just spending the evening with Jessica and Larry.
And when will you be home?
Shouldn't be too late. I'll send you a message if anything.
All right. So, I will have you make just a straight charisma check for this one.
Okay.
Actually, no, you can do persuade.
Okay.
Actually, can you roll unarmed combat?
Yeah, unarmed combat.
Roll unarmed.
Can you roll firearms?
I'm leaving, whether you like it or not.
I said you could go.
Oh,
nice.
I thought that was a 99 almost.
All right, that mom seems content with it. No real issues. Good. Like you said, let me know if anything happens. All right, you need a ride, anything like that. All right.
Yes,
Have fun
Mom.
today.
Thank you.
Give her a kiss.
When are you leaving? Did you want dinner?
I wouldn't mind a snack before I left. Larry and Jessica are coming at around 8, just before.
If they're coming in, I can do dinner for everybody.
Let me ask. I'll call Larry and Jessica and ask if they want to come by for dinner before.
Jessica
Larry.
would be totally fine with it. Not to RP every single little conversation. But
Yeah, Larry is Larry. I'm just gonna ask Larry's coming. No one knows.
Yeah, I was in the process. I was basically just like gonna make food for like my mom as I left, so I'll finish doing that and I'll head over.
Okay.
But I will agree.
Okay. Cool.
Cool.
Yeah, for sure, fam. I'm pulling up. It's
I
gonna get lit. It's gonna.
yo let go. No cap.
I hate this. Get me out.
Sorry.
All right, but skipping ahead a little bit.
We gotta grow up and rizz up.
Dude, you got the
Larry, at some point, you make your way
Hi.
over.
Oh.
Don't just ghost me like that, fam.
Yo, you gaslighting, bro.
I
Sorry, continue. Before
Larry,
you kill
Larry,
yourself.
you would head over to Itachi's place. Jessica would probably already be there, and you've probably been here like many times. Like his mom knows you, and makes dinner. She's doing barbecuing off some burgers or something for you guys. You just have a chance to kind of sit out. The weather's nice. You sit on that little like back porch area and just kind of talk about school and everything going on. But at one point, Mom does kind of like, well, so what are you guys actually doing tonight?
Yeah, I'm gonna help. We're gonna wingman for Larry. He's trying to rizz up some girls.
Riz up some girls.
We are.
No, I'm just joking.
Wait, isn't your
Oh,
girlfriend sitting
Mom
there?
doesn't understand all the signs.
Wait, what, just
Yeah,
No, he
Jessica
said he was gonna
eyes
help
you.
me, not
Yeah,
he was going to.
oh, okay.
with Jessica.
Yeah, just sitting beside his girlfriend. I'm gonna rizz up some girls.
Yeah.
Go get drunk, riz up some girls.
Give me a rager.
Yeah, feeling quirky, might cheat on my girlfriend.
Alright, but so using your persuasion check from before, Mom pays with no mind, just kind of, it's like, all right, kids will be kids. But with that, I believe everyone is set to arrive at the clubhouse. Ina, you're on your way. Greg, you made an excuse with your parents, right?
Yes, I told him I was heading out to a party with my boy James.
Did you tell them you were on a party?
Straight up just told him going to a Friday night celebration.
Friday night celebration.
Everyone's still open with their parents about just like going to a party, and then you have Ina who just like sneaks out for no reason at all. Like there was literally zero reason.
Kids being kids. All right. I would trust that it'd be a type of relationship where they'd probably be fine with. They probably just appreciate the honesty, but obviously being very like, just stay safe and all that. But with that though, I believe we can jump ahead a few hours into the evening. As I'm sure some of you have probably been to the clubhouse a few times, over the various years you've been here at Monarch. But I'm unsure in the exact order you guys would arrive in. But it is about like a 30-minute walk or so from the school. So drive-wise, it's really not that far at all. But so you're pulling a bit away from one of the main streets. It does turn into a bit of a dirt road, and the tree line around the actual factory itself is quite thick. Beyond the actual factory, it's this old abandoned shoe factory, but beyond it is dozens of miles of heavy forest. And while the clubhouse itself isn't too far from the busier streets, it often feels very disconnected due to the unmanaged dirt paths around it, that thick tree line, and wildlife that just kind of wanders around the derelict space. And as far as the wildlife goes, though, things like wolves and bears are extremely rare, but there has been the occasional encounter, very like much more deeper into like surrounding woods and whatnot. You don't really get that very often though. Most you really get in the streets and kind of closer to cities. You get like a lot of coyotes. You do get like deer and whatnot. Things are more around that way. But as you guys are kind of pulling in, you get a little bit closer to the actual clubhouse itself, and I believe I have a rough idea of outside clubhouse. You are able to see some flickering lights, coming back from some the back side of it. There's a segment of the factory that's a little bit more outside of the general line of sight, as people were if there was to be a random person pulling in, they wouldn't just see all the front place lit up if people were there, right? It's more kind of on the back end, but you kind of know what you're looking for. You are able to kind of see a little glimpse of little lights in some of the windows. But it's in this kind of back room area that the youth will tend to go there. But no, there's not really a parking lot per se, and you kind of pull into the actual kind of compound area itself. People just kind of park their cars wherever they physically can fit them. Essentially, it's also very out of view from any sort of street stuff. But as you get a little bit closer, you are eventually able to kind of start hearing some low bass of music playing, echoing through the old walls of the factory here. And all the paths around the factory are just loose gravel and stone. There's old bits of heavy machinery that are long since rusted. It's been thrown to the side, and kind of weave through the paths, trying to find your way into the main room of the clubhouse. We'll pop you on here, and we'll just start music, as we do have some loose party music.
No, turn on.
Turn it on.
It's because we're zoomed in. Picture's small.
Oh. Wait, I don't hear the music.
Are you max volume?
No, I am.
Yeah,
I hear it.
Put your playlists one on max or whatever. That's the one.
Oh, okay.
Ambient and interface I won't ever use. It's only playlists that'll be for music volume.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
But heading in, you can kind of see that tables have been set up that have been used by Monarch students for years. Old ratty couches and lounging furniture just kind of decorate the space. And a lot of the furniture that's used here, it's been kind of donated per se to the clubhouse. And over the years, it's gotten a lot of random bits of actual furniture, enough to make the place feel almost kind of cozy, though at the same time, dead center of the room you have these heavy pieces of rusted machinery, and it's completely unmovable. It's bolted down to the ground and rusted so badly that it's not going anywhere. It's the smaller bits and stuff that sort of gets shoved to the edge, make more room for everybody. There's a good amount of stuff that just can't be moved, but all the furniture and stuff has been kind of built around these little spaces to kind of open up a space for people to wander around. I'll say the acoustics of the wide open area makes for a lot of strange echoing from the music, but and looking around as well, there's one of the far corners of the room. There's a bunch of tables that have been set up. There's a bunch of boxes pizza, bowls and random bags of chips and all kinds of random snacks. They're basically a full-on buffet over there, just random junk food. Seems it's just all kind of free for the taking. For those of you who've been here before as well, you note that the way that the couches and stuff are kind of set up, it's kind of done into different circles. And you kind of normally see all the different high school cliques and everything is they all look to kind of claim a space. and claim a little collection of couches and lounge space for the night, and just kind of have like each like group of couches and it would be like a different like friend group almost. There is like a larger space that seems to be more like a dance space. They've got music blasting over there, a bunch of students just kind of having a great time. It doesn't seem like things have like really kicked up too much, but they're probably around this point you probably have like 50 people just kind of like wandering around talking. Some people, are at like one of like the tables, they're going through like some notes from school or something, doing like homework almost here. It's a bit of a weird vibe. You get like a eclectic group of different people here. Some like the more popular kids that are, doing their own thing. Some like the more nerdy kids that have like some semblance of a social life, or even here, just sticking with each other. But it's a weird little collection, just hangout spot for most of just the Monarch kids. But I'll say we'll have Larry and Jessica and Tachi, I keep forgetting your name. The three of you can arrive here first. And heading in, you would kind of see there is like a raised rafter area towards the back end there.
Would I notice my sister randomly painting on the side of the wall?
She probably isn't here just yet.
Okay.
Yeah. But three of you arrive. What I was saying, that there's a small kind of raised rafter area. You would recognize Giacomo and Giovanni, two German people, just like blonde hair, blue eyes, just like two standard, stereotypically like good-looking dudes. And they're kind of like standing over there. They both have like a beer bottle in their hands, like chatting up some girls and just kind of doing their own thing.
Sorry, you mean rizzing up some girls?
They're rizzing up some girls.
He just died a little bit on the inside.
Yeah. But you would know that they are kind of like the ones that are largely like hosting the party. But it's not like you have to like go in and like check in with them or anything like that. But you would easily kind of take note to them, and even as like people kind of come in,
say hi and stuff, like greet them at least.
Yeah.
They seem to be kind of like preoccupied doing their own thing, but they at least kind of like wave everyone that kind of comes in, and you're probably not close with them, but you would know that they are actually like generally pretty nice, like good-natured people. They're not like stereotypical high school bully, popular guy or anything like that. They are just like genuine good people, and it's just like two twin brothers. They look like very much like like twins, and it's just they're hanging out and just risen up people. But you see a couple of like empty beer bottles already, kind of like some people are already kind of getting into a little bit of the drinking already. But three of you arrive. What's the plan? You probably have like 40 to 60 people just kind of strewn about, wandering around, just kind of chatting. It's quiet, music's playing, but what do you want to do?
Which group are we talking about, Larry?
This is Larry, Itachi, and Jessica is arriving.
Shit, do we? I'm assuming we stopped for drinks. To bring drinks?
I don't think any of you are like.
We're not 19.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I'll see. I'm gonna put it to the luck roll to see if
I gotta have a plug, dude.
Jessica was able to secure some drinks with her sister. Where it is? Chevron bonds. Oh yeah, it is a hard no on Jessica able to produce any alcohol for you guys.
Oof.
So you're probably turning up empty-handed, unless knowing that would change your actions for the evening.
No, I'll just go and talk to the boys that are. Or I guess we'll just. I mean, Harry, Jessica, or Larry, Jessica. We'd go to talk to greet the boys? Question mark. Larry.
Looking enough like Jack and Geo down.
Yeah.
Easily enough to head up there. See, two girls that they're both just talking with, kind of look over. Giacomo being the slightly more kind of talkative one, kind of heads over and says, "Hey, welcome. It's good to see you boys." So,
Yeah, thanks for organizing everything.
yeah, no worries, man. Of course. So this is Jessica, right? He kind of walks over to her, kind of grabs her hand, and gives her just almost like a very, very forward, kind of giving her a bit of a handshake and smile. It's and Larry, right?
Yes. Good seeing you.
Yeah. Glad you guys could make it. I think we still got a lot more people coming, as far as I know. Every time I look down, it seems like the crowd just gets a little bit bigger. It's nice. I think I'm probably gonna give a rousing speech later. Just a heads up for you guys. I don't know if you guys came with booze, alcohol, whatever. Down there's a couple coolers. Everything in there is up for grabs. Say my dad made a very generous donation for us to host tonight. So whatever you like. Cool. Food's
Great,
all
thanks.
open. Don't worry about it. Tonight's on us. Got it.
Thanks for that.
Yeah. Any of the teachers showing up tonight?
Larry approves.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Any of the teachers showing up tonight?
I don't think so.
Why not?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think they really know too much like going on. I don't know. People chatting about stuff, super loud. But
I don't know. Maybe my paranoia.
yeah, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Honestly, I feel like a lot of authorities and whatnot. I feel like they kind of know what we're doing here, and they just don't get involved. So, sweet deal. But
Yeah, this night is for us.
mm-hmm.
Let's make the best of it.
I'll see you boys around. Get some food, get some drink, and yeah, have a good night.
You too, my
My man.
man.
I'm gonna just as we're walking away, I'm gonna just tell Itachi that the teachers definitely know. Mr. Balbers mentioned it to me at the end of class, but I think they just don't really care as long as we're not causing a disturbance and everyone's staying relatively safe.
Yeah, as long as nobody comes to shut it down. Don't know how I would explain that to my parents.
Well, I mean, we're pretty far away, so it's from everyone, so I don't think we'll cause any noise complaints or anything. So I think they just let us be.
Alright. Well, let's go grab a drink then.
Yeah.
A lot.
Heading down, grabbing some food, drinks, coolers, just filled with a bunch of different, little coolers and beers of all kinds. You can see you kind of pointed down to what you saw was basically just 2 coolers, but you kind of look behind there and there's 6, and they're all filled with just ice cold drinks, and there's all of them are just filled to the brim. And you kind of realize they probably spend a lot of money in just kind of supplying booze for a pretty big party. There's a lot of pizza. And you guys probably know that the Fisher family, they're here with their dad, but they come from money. And
They're balling.
Yeah, they're balling, and this is the type of stuff that they really like to do it, and they'll always go out and always happy to pay for shit like this. So you're seeing some of that Fisher money here. But easy enough to get cozy, grab a drink or two. Not all the couch space is fully filled yet, so you're able to find a space, just kind of get cozy and hang out for the next while. But at this point, I will say, Yina, you and Anna would arrive at this point, and she's just like chatting your ear off, just like talking about like, going off about like all like the like bird designs. She also like every time she talks about like birds, she gets like very like she always like goes on like little tangents and starts just like talking about like random like bird facts to you. Talking about these like weird foreign exotic species of birds. And it's like all these like, weird, strange, stories behind them, and you can tell she has like very like weird, almost like obsession with birds. But you head in. I'm sorry, my mic picks it up.
Yo, police?
So well.
It hasn't even started. It hasn't even started.
But she leads you in, and pretty like immediately looking around, you would spot Larry kind of sitting there with Itachi and his girlfriend. Are you looking to say anything to him or make any motion to him at all?
Hide.
All right, you can. I'll have you make another still check here.
They're so loud.
I'm sorry, the freaking.
Yeah, they're actually coming for you.
Yeah, I thought that was like an RP thing. I'm like, shit, the police are coming.
You have you surrounded.
Legit party hasn't started yet. It's just already being shut down.
Yeah.
I would
do a
avoid.
stealth roll.
Heard we got a couple of basketball players here. What skin pigmentation are they?
Hey yo.
He goes for his gun.
It's okay. We're Canadian. It's okay. We're safe. We're not safe.
81, another failure. Larry, you can make another alert. I feel like with that high of it, Larry, you would see her come in. With a girl that you would probably have classes with, Anna, before. You know her, and she is kind of seen like the high school weirdo. Like, it's not like she's not like bullied or anything for it, but like people still see her and it's like, oh, that's the bird girl. She's definitely a little weird, but like she is nice.
She's a little kooky.
Yeah, little cuckoo. Unsure how they would have even like met to begin with, but you would see them come in and probably see Ina probably like make eye contact with you at some like accidentally, and she kind of slinks away. But Anna kind of leads you along to like just like one of the side areas, like pretty decently far away from where like everyone else is kind of partying, and it seems like she already has like a little like small table that's probably set up here, maybe like from a previous night or something, and she brings in her like bag from before, a little shoebox, and very gently kind of sets it down at like one of the tables there, and she kind of shows you this like blank space on the wall there. It's like a 10-foot by 10-foot like empty space, and it looks like she's probably like spent like maybe like several days trying to like scrub down this wall, and you can see there's like this like very definitive line where like this like all like the grime and dust and other bits of gross stuff that's growing here on like the walls of the clubhouse here. It's just this very clean, almost like immaculate, like perfect like square space that she's just kind of set out. And she kind of begins like unpacking all kinds of little like art supplies, and I looks again. I'll grab some food quick. She goes over and grabs like a couple of like plates, grabs like just like a pile of like pizza, like random like just like little snacks and stuff. Just kind of like brings it over, and like before long, you kind of have like almost like set up camp here on like the side of the clubhouse here, and she just kind of looks at the mural and. So what do you want to do then? I think she kind of starts like motioning towards it, and I think if you want to go with like a bunch of like the birds that you were saying before, you can have them like flying up from like one of like the corners. And, like I don't know if you could like put like a sun or something in the background. Like that'd be really cool, but I don't know how much time and what you want to like really commit to it. But I don't know. I will help in any way I can. So please, just I'll hold a brush. I'll hold your paints. Anything I can do for you, just let me know, okay?
Okay.
do I see this happening? Do I just see them walking in with a bunch of art supplies?
Yeah, you'd probably see them over there. Like they're not like super well hidden, and it's probably like, occasionally looking over. But
I'm just gonna be to Itachi like, hey, why is my sister here with Bird Girl and a lot of brushes and paint cans?
You
That's
guys are
a new one.
spilling tea.
I didn't think they'd be friends.
I didn't think she had friends. I mean, she's nice, but it's just always talking about birds.
Yeah.
Uh,
Maybe your sis needs some help, or
I'll go at least see what's up. I'm gonna walk over and just like call her. Well, like, okay, are they allowed to do whatever they're doing if I see them start like painting the walls?
I
Because it's like a
mean,
public thing.
it's an abandoned space. A lot of the walls were already kind of like graffitied from like other people, just kind of
Okay.
like spray painting shit. Like nobody's gonna care. Like
Okay.
this place doesn't
Yeah.
have like people working in it in like probably like 50, 60 years.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna go, like over, kind of close to them and just be like, hey, what do you guys do and with all this?
what the dog doing?
With that brush.
Directed at Ina and Anna.
Birds.
Just you're doing birds. You planning on drawing
So we're
birds?
painting birds. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, all right. Well, there's drinks over there and food, I guess, but no drinks for you.
I'll do what I want.
No, you fucking won't.
Back.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, they can't tell long.
I don't think that's how you probably deal with your sister. I'm a little concerned. Yeah. It's like, I'm okay with you guys painting and just doing whatever, but yeah, I'm sorry, you're not drinking.
And I cut sounds.
What if I just like sneak drinks?
You've tried sneaking like
That's
twice
fine
today
for
and it has not
thing.
succeeded. Sorry, what's that saying?
And I cut sounds. Well,
Third time's a charm.
Hey,
don't worry, I won't let her drink. Be fine, Larry. We're just here. We're just gonna be painting a couple birds, doing our
I'll
thing.
fucking die.
You won't even know Yina's here.
Oh, no, I don't mind that she's here. It's... So you guys are just painting birds?
Yeah. Is that weird?
I mean,
You
it's a
wanna
little
join
strange,
us?
but if you guys, that's how you
Maybe.
guys want to spend your time. Hey, no judgment from me. I'll come by a little bit later to see how it turns out. Sure, it'll look pretty good.
Well, your sister here is probably one of the best artists in the school, from what I've seen, so I know it's gonna go really well. Right, I'm gonna just give like a nudge.
Oh, what she said.
No, your art is good. I'm excited to see how it turns out, I guess. But have fun. You too.
Yep.
I will rejoin the boy and the girl, I guess.
So, what's going on over there?
Apparently they're just painting birds. I mean, that's how they want to spend their time. Hey, it is what it is.
Can I look over and see if it's looking like it's, something that's intimate or like something like that?
Them intimate?
Like
Yeah.
bird porn. What?
No, like
the,
if
the
they're
mural or
like,
between Anna and Yina?
and I mean that.
It's just
Like if
they're,
like
they're not making out.
He's
That's
trying to,
weird.
like-
if one's if Anna is like swooning or like
Are you trying to like
Make a human check.
Are you
Human
trying to
intelligence.
listen to our conversation?
No, I just want to see what's going on.
So I ship you guys.
So you're eavesdropping.
Shit.
Yeah. I mean, looking on at them, I mean, you would definitely know Anna as well, and she is just kind of weird. You probably know Yina a little bit, from your time, spent with Larry and all that, of course. It's kind of hard to get like a proper read on her. It's definitely strange, and maybe the weirder part of it is, this is like a grade 12, grade 9. Just they're just kind of hanging out. They haven't really started doing the mural yet, but you know that Anna's not a bad person. There's probably nothing weird or malicious going on, but it's just kind of just weird and par for the course for Anna. But you're keeping an eye on them though.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Well, if that's the company that your sister wants to keep, that's not for me to judge. So.
Do we see anyone else we recognize? Do we know? Sorry, it was James and Gregory. Yeah, do we know them? They're not here yet.
I would say probably around this point, we'll say James and Gregory, two of you guys, along with Julian, James's brother. The three of you would be kind of pulling into the clubhouse now, popping in, and you would already see some of the other members of the basketball team are already here as well. Maybe not everyone just yet, but you probably have half the basketball teams are already kind of here, just kind of hanging out. They've got a little circle over there. But heading in, you're able to kind of see, slowly more people are going to, filing in. You probably had classes with Itachi and Co. But I feel like they're probably still a little bit. I don't know if you have a deeper connection. It's on you guys.
No.
Do we talk about It was. I don't think I can't remember if we had a deeper connection between you guys and the basketball.
I think
crew.
we said that we knew these two from classes a decent amount.
Yeah, you're probably decent friends or whatever. You're probably not hanging out on the regular, but you guys definitely know each other.
Yeah, but I mean, if we see them walk in, I'll just come. I'll greet them, wish them good luck this season, and then just kind of mingle.
Walking in. Is that happening right now?
Yeah. Is the basketball team the typical jock stereotype, or is it?
I mean, there's probably a few kind of jockey people there. At least James and Greg aren't really. You might not know every single member of the basketball team, but it's the main team, main sport that the school does. Though. They probably have a football team, but nobody cares about the Monarchs football team. It's the Monarchs basketball team. That's where it's at.
Nobody cares about the cricket team, man.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
The cricket team.
That's probably gonna be a new sport in Canada soon.
But yeah, James and Greg, you guys come in. Larry approaches, and welcomes you in. What are you guys looking to do?
I'm just gonna I was practice today. Good luck this season, by the way.
Hey, yo, what's up,
I'll be
Larry?
tagging along.
Oh my god!
Hey, yo, what's up, Sasuke? Oh, just kidding.
Oh god!
Yeet.
Okay, so just on the side, I came up with the name without even realizing it was.
I don't believe you for a second.
No, I've never watched I've never watched
Naruto?
What is it? Naruto, yeah.
I just searched
What?
up Japanese
How did
names.
you-
Was oh, Itachi.
How does
Bro, dead ass.
I mean, it is a normal name. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I literally was just yes, that. I was thinking about cars and then I was like Itachi.
All you need to know is Itachi is hot and dead.
Hot.
Wow.
It's just how we
What
like
if I wanted to watch Naruto?
Yeah. Wow. Spoilers.
Well,
Yeah, just wanted to put that out there.
He's
Though.
hot.
Okay.
That's
All right, man. I might believe you.
Itachi. Yeah. Practice went pretty well. I mean, we're having fun. We're having fun, right, Greg? Right?
Yeah, practice was amazing. Honestly, it was good. And then afterwards, I got a little sus, but
Yo,
That's how it
things
is.
did get a little sus. Well, we went outside to help the coach. There's like a bird's nest up in like the outside court, right?
Yeah.
And I put put Greg on my shoulders to like get it down.
it was tight.
Is that the sus part?
That shit was not. No, man. Listen, that shit was filled with some
Hey, yo.
fucking. Yo, that shit was filled with some weird shit.
Yo,
What do you mean by
God?
weird shit?
Oh God, my
Oh
God.
god, for real? What's the weird shit?
Dude, that shit was like bloody and what else is in that? Greg?
It was baby fetus.
Oh,
The A word. Oh my God, I'm blanking on the freaking
Bruh.
word.
Bruh.
Bruh. Blood and like the yolk.
The yo.
Like
Yo,
Amniotic fluid.
that's
What
it.
I-
The
what I-
amniotic
what I
fluid.
know what-
Amniotic
Oh,
fluid.
alright. I don't even know what does that mean? Amniotic fluid.
That's just like
that's what the sac in the
Yeah.
fluid in the sac. that
Oh, okay. I see.
birth juices.
It's like
mucus almost.
It's like yolky.
That shit was sus.
It
like,
was.
like something ate the eggs, or
We don't know. Coach just told us to grab it and bring it down. He yeeted it in the bush.
That shit was yikes. But we're good now. We took a shower. We're here now.
Hands are a little tingly still. I might have to go check that out when it doesn't stop by the time school starts on Monday.
I would check that out sooner rather than later.
Good looks.
okay, well,
Good looks means like
Yeah,
thanks for looking out. Like, I appreciate that.
there's drinks downstairs and food. If you guys want,
that's tight.
I'll point it out to him.
That's
I'm
tight.
gonna go.
Off and about.
I'm gonna go reach up Jack first and tell him thank you for hosting this shit.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Hey.
I'll give him like a.
I can tell he's probably a few beers deep at this point too.
Okay, I'll go for the reach and the bro hug.
Finna dap him up.
Finna dap him up.
Oh.
Yo, shit, this shit looks goated, bro.
Thanks. Honestly, it's more on my dad, so I'm just glad to be able to do something for you guys. So,
Yeah, dude. Thank you. Where's
was
the
he just like looks down into like the crowd. Hey, he's around here somewhere. But, oof.
Okay,
Oh man, I think I might have had too much to drink already. It's a little early. I need to go to chill
bro,
for a little bit.
we just got here. What are you talking about?
Well, yeah,
Man's
that's
already turned.
Hey, I was you haven't played any games yet. Basketball, right? That's starting up soon, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I was just telling Larry that the practice went well today. I'm feeling good. It's gonna be a good season.
Glad to hear it. I know it's going to be a good season. I'm going to do my best to try to come out. Basically, every game, I do what I can. I don't know if I see every single one, but support my boys.
Of course.
Side note, do you know the mascot of our school?
I would assume so. What do you guys want the
Mascot?
mascot to be? I didn't pick it. You have a team name?
What's the high school called again? Monarch.
Monarchs.
I don't know. What's something related to a monarch?
I mean,
The Kings. We'll be Kings.
The Kings?
Yeah, we're
Okay,
Kings.
okay.
Cool.
Teams the
Monarchs.
Kings. Yeah,
The King. I respect the
Yeah,
Kings.
Kings.
Alright, well, I'll get back to it. I'm gonna try and welcome people in a little bit. It's good to see you. You have a good night, all right?
Yeah, bro. I'll probably hit you up again tonight.
Yeah,
Go get a
yeah.
drink, see if I can find your brother and whatnot. Hit up the team
Yeah, for sure.
probably.
For him?
Let's go get lit.
All right. But wander off, making your way through, and just kind of taking the time, get cozy. Are you guys looking for Greg and Larry? Either you two looking to chat anyone up specifically, or what's the plan? Where you headed within the clubhouse?
Gregory is gonna be busting it down. This is time
Okay.
to get the mating call ritual going on with his dance moves.
He's trying to riz.
I'm trying to riz.
Trying to resist some,
I'm the Rizzler.
All right. In that case, if you want to head on over to little dance floor, there's definitely a couple people vibing over there. Make a charisma check.
Hey, what check, sir?
A straight charisma, so it'll be under
Oh,
statistics.
charisma.
Yeah.
Statistics. Okay, here we go.
Oh. Hey.
But, watching Gregory, everyone else is, they're all just high school kids, people like not really, getting into like the movement of everything. But Greg, he heads over there, and you just whatever's like playing. They probably have like a bunch of different speaker, like little like Bluetooth speakers, all playing like different songs wherever you go, because they don't have like this massive like speaker system or anything. But you kind of head over there, and you start breaking it down, and it's so successful to the point that other people kind of see that, and it lightens the mood for everybody. Everyone kind of feels a little bit more kind of loose, and as you get in there, you get a lot more people kind of like popping in and just having a good time. You definitely just your presence able to just kind of pick up everyone a little bit there, and people will, looking down to you a little bit. And they're just like, but like they're not like in an insulting way or anything, but they're just like, they're just having a good time, and people not like grinding on you or anything, but just having a good time, moving you around a little bit, and just all around dance floor just got a lot brighter over there when you headed over. Anyone else looking to do anything specifically? All right. In that case, Gregory, while you're dancing, there's this point where like you still kind of feel like that weird like tingle on your hands from all the blood earlier, and it seems like it's kind of wearing off. Like it's not as like bad as like that irritation has faded a little bit, but you're kind of like you're listening in on like the music, and you just kind of losing yourself to the dancing here. There's this like almost like low hum that you begin to like hear, and unsure where it's coming from. You look around, it's like it sounds like something like mechanical of some kind, like a low, very quiet, bassy hum of some kind. No idea where it's coming from. Like, it could be like from like a larger, like heavier machine piece or something like that. Maybe like a buzz, maybe from like one of like the Bluetooth speakers or something. Like someone's things just, malfunctioning. Maybe someone's phone's just like popping off right now, but like it doesn't stop. It's quiet and it's kind of annoying. But every time you kind of like listen, you can almost like feel like that irritation on your hands. In that moment, it's weird. It almost like happens at the same time. Your hands hurt a little bit, and you hear the hum that'll disappear for like maybe a minute or two, then it'll come back. And you're unsure. But what do you want to do as you start like picking up on this like strange humming, bassy hum noise?
I want to go investigate where the humming is coming from and if it gets louder.
Sure. In that case, I'll have you roll. Make a search check.
Oh no!
You can check your box though.
Box check.
Box check. You're kind of like wandering around a little bit, trying to like see like if you can get a little bit closer to somewhere. Like it doesn't really seem to get louder. You can't really find like a source of it right now, and it doesn't really seem like anybody else has like really kind of picked up on it either. But over the course of the next like hour or so, it's kind of just it's very like distracting. You still have that imagery of like those blood-filled eggs, and that sight in the nest and how nasty it was, and now this buzzing in the back of your head. It's not to the point that's like overwhelming, but it's hard to kind of focus on other things right now. It's a bit strange, but doing your best. At some point you probably head over, grab a drink, and back to dancing, doing your best. But you can never tell. It's just strange. But continuing on, as at this point, it seems that over the course of the next hour or so, many more people have arrived, and it's gotten a lot darker outside as well. That like evening twilight has kind of fully shifted to complete darkness. They've got like all like the lights and on as they possibly can. Some of the lights just don't work here. Seems like they've probably tried to get some of them fixed over the years, but they have a lot of like other like little standing lamps and whatnot that they've just kind of like plugged into places. But like even like all of the back corners and like the lighting here, it is very dark and very like spotty. There's just entire parts of like the interior here that is completely like black and you can't see it. It kind of creepy if there wasn't a bunch of like dancing high school kids listening to music, and the general vibe kind of helps that. But like it's seeing the dark spots in the corners around the edges, and even like small like office spaces that are kind of built off into like just kind of jutting out from like the main area here. It is a little ominous at times, but the atmosphere of a party seems to help that a lot. But there's a point where you can see Giacomo. He kind of gets back up like the kind of like raised rafter space, and he kind of makes a few motions towards some of the people. Hey, cut the music, just for a second, And he kind of like starts clapping his hands a little bit just to like, attention, please, just for just 1 minute, please. And music cuts out, and he's got like a beer bottle in his hand. Looks like it's half empty there. And all right, hello, monarchs. I am sure basically everyone knows who I am, but in case you don't, I am Giacomo Fisher. You can just call me Jack. But before we really get into it tonight, I want to thank everyone for welcoming me and my brother. He kind of motions over to Giovanni. He's probably standing like a few feet away from him. He's generally a lot quieter. But welcoming me and Gio here into Monarch, like you all did last year. Still getting used to the whole Canada thing. Beautiful place. Love it out here. Do like my home in Germany a lot too. Whatever. This will be our last here though, as we're heading back to the motherland next summer. So I want to do this right for my last year at Monarch. Tonight's on me and Gio. Well, the food, the booze, we're paying for everything. This is a thank you for last year and a wish, for this new year together, that it's going to be a fucking wild ride. I'm going to have some fun tonight. Here's to all you being a bunch of badass, awesome people, and here's to having a fucking bunch more parties over the school year too. Let's make this year one to fucking remember. All right, music back on, and he's like, let's fucking go. And at that point, he takes the beer bottle and he just kind of flings it up into the air, and you kind of like see that like kind of swirling of all like the beer kind of like beautiful, almost a very elegant, beautiful spiral as the beer bottle smashes into like a piece of machinery. Glass kind of shatters. At that point, music does kind of begin blasting on, and this time it's a lot louder than it was before. All the lights come back on, and it seems that at this point, with most of the people probably arrived at this point, this is more when the party kind of really kicks off. And with that, eventually he kind of makes his way down. He has a bit of like a stumble to him as he's definitely pretty drunk. Makes his way over to grab another drink. Takes a note of like all like the shattered glass and kind of grimaces a little bit. But At this point, what are you guys looking to do? As music is a lot louder and conversation's a little bit harder to kind of actually have, kind of where, unless you want to kind of like head off into like other hallways or like wings of the factory.
I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna boogie down with Gregory.
Okay, the music's changing.
Yeah, the music's louder. We gotta boogie down, bro. Turn it up.
No. I've been still vibing since the day of dawn. Little people got extra energy, man.
Just a little condensed ball of energy.
Exactly. Vertical leap.
Jeez. Could I? Actually, I kind of wanted to go ask Anna about the shit that like Gregory and James saw.
Sure.
I assume like if there's a nest in like a public area, she'd probably know about it if she's the bird girl.
Yeah. Heading back over there at this point, I will say, Yina, if you want to roll your art skill here at this point, to kind of just see how the mural's coming along so far.
So I just click on it?
Yeah, just hit the art/painting thing. If you just hit the words there, and it should just automatically roll it for you. Perfect. All right. But for you, in Yina's mind, she has this perfect image of what it is that she's trying to do. Now, Anna did bring along a lot of like random art supplies, and you can definitely tell like you have a good knowledge of some of the stuff. A lot of like the paints that she brought, probably not gonna like last for the long, like super long times on like a wall like this. The elements are probably just going to eventually cause the paint to probably like peel and fall off and wash away at some point. Like the first night it rains, it's probably going to cause some pretty substantial damage to it. These aren't like crazy industrial paints that she brought, which is kind of more what you'd want if she's looking to have something more permanent. But at least in this moment now, as you're in kind of painting like a bit of like skyline, taking the hours of the night here to just kind of really develop it. And there's at least one point where Anna probably heads over, grabs at least a drink, and kind of like she eyes Larry at some point. She doesn't like get you a drink, but she like hands you like just like a little like can of something and asks if you like want to take a sip or something. Taking it?
Yeah.
Yeah, she definitely doesn't seem to want to get you a full drink or anything, but happy to just maybe a few sips here and there over the course of the night. And whenever she does it, she'll just like double checks wherever Larry is to make sure he doesn't like see it or anything like that. But for all intents and purposes, looking at the mural now, well, it's not done yet. It's beautiful. Painting on probably now in the beginning process, like trying to add in some of the actual like birds, and she's like very particular about all like the curvature of like the wings and like the exact angle, and she's like asking you like, oh, like what type of bird is that? And to you it's just a bird. But eventually, Larry, you would probably come over, and it seems like for the most part, maybe Anna and Yina are probably just having a good time. Seems like they're decent-ish friends. You approach. What do you want to do?
Sorry, I was muted. I was basically just gonna say hi to. Well, I mean, first I'll compliment Yina on the drawing, saying that it looks good, and then I'm gonna ask Anna about like if she knows. Do you know like the bird nest in like the basketball court outside?
I heard about it. Yeah. I never I keep meaning to go by and check it. Is it okay? People aren't like throwing balls at like the board, right? Because that would probably really like bother like the eggs and the mother bird and everything.
Well, they were trying to take it down or at least relocate it today. Because basketball team needs to actually practice.
They weren't gonna like do it themselves, right?
Like
you don't just like move a nest
Well, I mean, I think that was the plan, but when they got up there, it was kind of mangled up. I don't know if it was an animal or something.
Like mangled how? Like someone handling the nest?
I'm gonna describe to her like exactly what was described to me. Basically, like how, like when they went up there, how it was already like pretty fucked up and weird.
You explain it, and she just has this like kind of weird look on her face as she's like listening, and
like it wasn't them. It was like something already did that. So I don't know if you knew.
Oh, come on! I was gonna go the other day to try and relocate it. I was gonna like take him into like the aviary and everything too. It's weird. It almost like she gets like almost like really red in the face. Almost like looks like she's about to like start crying, but I don't know what could have done that. Maybe like a raccoon or something. I don't know. It's pretty messy though. Like he's saying he got like blood like all over like his hands and everything too.
Yeah, I think so. He still looked. Well, I don't think he was shaken up or anything, but it was pretty gross at the time.
I mean, it depends a lot on the type of bird it was. What's kind of strange though is that, I'm trying to see how to explain this the best way. When a bird's like actually kind of like growing, like baby bird, like in the egg, and it's still like the fetus stage, or whatever. Like there's blood and stuff inside like the egg. Not as much as they're not like filled with blood or anything though. Like that's weird. Are you sure it was blood and it wasn't something else?
I mean, I wasn't there, but I mean it's a red liquid, so I assume it's something died.
Was there any sign of the actual like baby birds in the nest? Do you know?
Not from what he described, right?
No.
Okay, yeah.
For people who actually did see it, you did not see any bodies.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say no. It's just like a nest with a lot of like blood or whatever.
I mean, I would have liked to see it like myself. I could probably like get a better idea of it if I was there. It sounds, I don't know, doesn't sound right. I feel like there's probably got to be something else. Like maybe someone like left something there. Honestly, you think people are like purposely messing with the nest or something? Like I get that like it's annoying that a bird, made the nest like around like the net or whatever. I get that, but like I bet you somebody went in there and was like vandalizing the nest or something. There's some shit like that.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't think it's the basketball team though who would be using it the most, because they were literally told to get it down. But I mean, it is from what I heard, they didn't really dispose it properly. They kind of just chucked it in a bush nearby. Although I wouldn't recommend going to see it. Apparently, it was pretty gross.
Well, if it's around there, I don't know. Maybe I'll take a look. It's fine. I've seen some pretty terrible things. So, okay. Well, I'm sorry I couldn't really be of much help.
Oh, that's fine.
I can take a look and maybe I can get back to you or something. It's just like the nest is like in a bush or something.
Yeah, they said they just chucked it in a bush nearby, but again, it's pretty gross. You don't have to take a look at it if you don't want to. But yeah, I was just curious. No worries.
No, I'm curious. So
neat drawing, by the way. Me too. And then I'll just leave and rejoin.
and gives you a bit of a wave. She kind of looks over to you, Ina, and do you get along with your brother?
We have an interesting relationship.
Interesting how?
Sorry.
It's okay, you can tell me. I'm not gonna say anything
He's-
to him.
He's okay. He's all right.
He takes a bunch of like
He
the
just
mega
tells me to
nerd
do.
classes. Sorry, what? He tells you what?
He tells me what to do all the time. He's annoying.
Yeah. I'm an only child, so I don't really know what it's like to have like a bigger brother or anything. So I'm jealous. Honestly, you're kind of lucky. I don't know. It's kind of lonely. It's fine, I guess. I don't know. At the end of the day, I think he's just like worried about you, right? Taking care of his little sister. So, but no, I think it's good to try and like break away from that a little bit. You know, you're still young, but you know, you do your own thing, have fun. You know, like tonight. I think it's great that you came out tonight. I know obviously we're not over there. It's kind of like motions over like the people like dancing. It's like we're not doing that, but like, you know, it's nice that you came out. It's cool. And I hope that like in the future, like you come out more and you can like talk to people and just get to know everybody. You know, I made a lot of friends here. People look at me a little weird, but you know, it's still good to go out, have fun.
For sure.
She kind of motions back to like the mural, and I'm surprised at how good it's actually turning out. I thought it'd be like kind of hard to like paint on the walls, but you're actually really, really good at this, Ina.
Do you like it?
Yeah, this is great. This is honestly way better than anything I even thought that I was going to be able to do. I was going to try and do this myself with, I don't even know, but I made a good call in coming to you. We could, honestly, I'm just kind of like motions over to like the entire, like the interior of the place. And it's like, we could like decorate all the walls here eventually. This place is absolutely dirty. And if we could manage to like clean the whole thing up, imagine if we could turn this whole place into like an art gallery or something. You could like display all the things that you make.
You do the cleaning.
It would take a lot of work though. But I think it'd be fun and worth it.
Sure.
So aside from like painting and stuff, like what do you do? Do you like at home? Like do you have I don't know like other
paint
stuff?
I'm really into tarot cards and witchcraft, so I can read your future.
You're into witchcraft? Are you a witch? Can you do magic?
Not yet, but eventually.
Did you know that way back when, like out in like the mountains and stuff here, there used to be like a lot of like native tribes, and if you actually go hiking up in the mountains, like if you want, maybe like one of these days we could go together or something. There's all kinds of like little like places and like little like native like I don't know sites, I guess is the best way to put it. And you can still see it's from like I don't know, like a few hundred years ago, probably. You can see like all these like, little like wooden charms and stuff that's been like carved into like trees and stuff, and there's like little. I don't know. I was there like a few weeks ago. Sometimes I go out in there for bird watching all the time, and I know a few of the spots. So I don't know. I was just thinking that it's just, I don't know. Might be like if you're into like witchcraft and that type of stuff, that might be like right up your alley if you want to go check it out.
Sure, we could go sometime.
Yeah. Maybe a couple weeks. I have a lot of homework I need to catch up on. So, and a lot of my time is also, held up at like the aviary taking care of the birds there. You could stop by too if you wanted. You don't need to do any work, but like, I don't know. There's one other person that's signed up for the bird club this year, so I am swamped with everything. So nice to hang out, somebody just to talk to.
Sure, we can hang out.
Just gonna gives you a smile. I'm just gonna. I'm glad I met you, Ina. I'm just gonna pulls you in for a hug again, and just kind of points back to like the mural and kind of. I think we should put like a bird here. Like one, and just kind of starts like pointing at a couple things, and very, very quickly just kind of like marking on little spots and figuring out in your own little artsy brain, trying to figure out the best way to handle a lot of the requests that she's making. But hopping over to Itachi, is Itachi here, or is he still having dinner? I guess he's still eating dinner. I think he's still eating dinner. That is fine. In that case,
Tuck died, bro.
He's dead, dude. Gregory, for you, over the course of the night, as the music kind of picked up at this point, probably spending most of the night kind of hanging out with James. It's that burning on your hands, and that buzz and hum just doesn't seem to go away. And it's at that point now where the hum has gotten a bit louder. And you kind of like start wandering around a little bit, and there's like certain points that you were trying to search for it once before. I'm going to take another search check here for you. You don't find the source, but one thing you do still kind of realize about it though is there's certain points in the room where it is a little bit louder, and you start just kind of like wandering around, and you almost like get this like notion that like it almost feels like a hot and cold type of situation. You kind of wander off to like one side of the room, and it's not really like doing much for you, but you kind of get like little elements like that buzz and hum. It's difficult for you to follow, but there's certain points where it's like maybe this is a hot and cold type of thing at James, and you'd probably see him just kind of wandering around a little bit and just trying to place it at still unable to like really get like a good lead on it, Greg. But James, you would see him kind of like maybe being a little bit weird with it. You looking to do anything?
So what was he actually doing?
He's probably just like, I'd imagine Greg, at least in my head, he's probably just like wandering around just like the room a little bit and just like probably with like a weird expression. I don't know. He seems like a little bit lost, maybe.
Okay, yeah. I'll follow him. I'll go up to him and be like, "Hey, yo, man, you good? You got too many? You drink too many glizzies?"
What?
I'm doing all right, man. I just hear this consistent humming in my ear, and I can't find where the sound is. And you know what? I feel like some areas I get to, it's louder. And I just have no idea what's going on.
That's some wacko crack show shit, man. Why don't we like see you down somewhere? Let's go chill, man. I mean, maybe you did too many head spins on the floor, man.
Maybe that's it. Maybe I just need a little distraction here. I'll follow you.
Yeah, all right. I'll hold his shoulder, or try to. I don't know if it's too low, but I'll hold his
Okay, yo. You'll grab on my top of my head.
yeah.
Something? Did you say drink too many glizzies?
Yeah.
Wait. Hold up. I'm not gonna question it. Just go.
Yeah, I'll look over for like somewhere to sit down, like maybe close to a wall or something. Like if there's any chairs or something.
Yeah, easy enough to find a spot. At this point, with the music being a lot louder, I think a lot of people are probably up and dancing right now, and there's a lot more kind of seating space right now.
Right. Sit him down. I'll go get him a glass of water. Here you go, man. Got some water.
I'm gonna check that down.
Yeah, that shit crisp.
It's actually very cold, nice, very refreshing.
No lemons.
Tasty. No, oh, thank you. I respect that. You know, that shit makes me my 442 at though. But yeah, I'm feeling a lot better now with this water. It's still there, but I don't know. I don't know if it was from the blood I touched earlier from the birds. Hopefully, Coach Sommer's doing all right.
Wait, sorry, what? The blood from like the nest?
Yeah, maybe that's what's making me all lacked up potentially.
Why would that do it? What? When I feel like it would just be loud music, no?
Could be that. I hope it's that. But you know, who knows?
I mean, that shit was cursed. Maybe just getting in your head, man.
I hope so. I'm just gonna, enjoy the rest of the night and chill here for a bit. Get this water flowing through my body. See if that helps out.
Yeah.
I appreciate the water, man.
Yeah, I love you, brother.
I'll
give him a little kiss on the forehead.
I'll give him a little. Okay. Hey, I ship that.
I won't actually give him a kiss on the forehead. Not yet.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
But James thinks about it.
Oh shit.
James pauses.
Yeah, James pauses for a second. Like, nah, not yet.
Oh, yeah. Soon.
But are you just gonna leave Greg there?
I mean, I'll just chill with Greg. I don't know. Stay close by until he's good to jam out again.
But, Greg, as you kind of throw back the water pretty quickly, and it does help. But sitting there, you have like the pounding music, and you kind of realize you're starting to like sweat a little bit. And unsure, like maybe it's just like hot or something, and you're unsure. It's like the buzzing gets a little bit louder, but there's a point where you just like, you look on a little bit in like the party, and it's just like it seems like things just kind of like quiet down a little bit, like almost like you have like if you were like put it in like earplugs or something, and you kind of look on. It seems like the music has this like almost like, not like a hard mute, but just everything sounds just like muffled for a bit of time, and different noises just seem to like pop into your mind at this point. Like you can hear them that like a lot more clearer and crisper at certain points. You hear what sounds like a little bit like kind of like scratching. It sounds like almost like a little mouse or something that's just like darting around like back corner. There's plenty of mice here probably, but you almost like look over and in like response to it, just, see anything. You hear like little bits like flapping like wings. There's probably a few like nighttime birds or bats or something flying outside, but it's like you shouldn't be able to like hear this, and it's like you're unsure like where these noises are coming from, but that buzzing gets louder and louder and louder. And James, you look at Greg, and his eyes, he's looking kind of glassy eyed at this point, and you can see he's sweating and his eyes kind of wandering around a little bit. He doesn't look all right now.
Greg doesn't look all right.
Yeah, I'm down horrendous.
Yikes. Is he like falling over or anything?
No, he's still seated there, and it's like you're still like conscious, Greg. Like you still have your own mind. It's just like it just sounds like everything around you is like muffled, and it's almost like you feel like maybe like you're like mind-numbingly like drunk right now or something. It's like hard to like focus on things. It's like you hear like all these like strange noises that you shouldn't be able to hear. I'm not sure what it is, even if they're actually happening or like what their source is, but like it's very distracting. You can't, even as you look at like the people, it's almost like the shapes of them are almost like blurring together. It's just you have this like ocean of people that's just like moving back and forth and dancing on the floor, but like all the colors, like the clothing that they're wearing is kind of like blending and blurring together. You get like James like right beside you a little bit, but like you're in this moment, like you're not okay. What are you doing?
Yo, man, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, man. I have no idea what's going on. It's like I'm here, but I'm not here. I'm like,
Do you want to head home?
I might have to bounce soon. Might have to bounce. I'm not
Nobody's
being
cab?
woke right now.
Damn, bro. All right, well, I'll go see if Julian wants to head home, and if we could leave. Do I see Julian anywhere close by?
Quick look around. He'd probably like take you a little bit. You'd probably spot him off. He's like sitting on like one of the small couches there. He's talking to some girl.
Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go see. Go, Julian.
I think James is 7 at 2. It's contagious.
I'll move real quick.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go walk over to Julian. Frantically.
Kind of looks up, and he's got like his guitar with him that he brought, and he's just kind of he's like in like a darker spot away from like the music a little bit, and just kind of like strumming on some chords. And girls, she's not like all over him or anything, but she's just kind of like sitting there. They're just like chatting. Looks up at you as you come over, and it's like, hey, what's up?
Yo, like, Greg's like, something's going on with him, man. I think I gotta bounce. Do you want to stay here? Or?
What do you drink too much?
I don't know, man. I don't think he's drinking that much. He's fucking something like he's just not there right now.
I mean, you taking the car?
I mean, yeah. I can't. I don't know if he's good enough to walk home. So probably, yeah.
And you could like drop him at home and like come back.
That's true. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe he'll like sober up. I don't know. Maybe he just needs to sit down for a bit. Just needs to chill. Maybe some fresh air. I don't know.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll take him outside. See if that helps. Because a lot of music's getting to him.
Sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Okay. I'm gonna go try that, and then I'll walk back over to Greg. Okay, Greg, I'm gonna take you outside for a bit and see if that helps. If not, we'll bounce.
Sounds good, man.
All right, I'll like.
You'll pick me up like you used to.
Yeah. I'm just kidding. I can't really have him like have his arm around me because he's too short, but I'll
I hold on to your fingers.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll walk out slowly. Walk outside.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you being there for me, man.
Yeah, it's the homies.
It's like Coach being there for us.
Yeah, it's the brothers. We're brothers.
I respect that, brother.
Brothers gotta stick with brothers.
I'm valid.
Maybe you head out and you have a chance to just kind of get a breath of fresh air. And when it does help a little bit. Clears your head, and at least like the sweating seems to kind of stop, and you have a chance to just kind of like refocus on something. It makes like the music getting to you. It was kind of hot inside, so a lot of people in there, but it's a nice like nighttime breeze. Your hands are still a little tingly. It doesn't hurt, but it's irritated. And but But again, the hum doesn't stop though. I mean, if anything, when you get outside, like the hum got like a little bit louder, and you keep hearing like the flaps of like bird wings or like little like mice skittering around in like deep dark dank corners of the factory somewhere. And as you headed out this way, it did seem like it got louder. You had the idea of like almost like a hot and cold thing before, and you feel like maybe you got a little bit closer towards it if you wanted to try and keep looking.
I want to keep testing my waters and searching for this.
All right.
Roll first.
Having searched a few times now, I'll say you can roll it at a minus 20, meaning that you have like basically a slight bonus to it to give you like a slightly lower roll here. As you've tried a couple times, you're getting a better idea of like the surrounding area, but just roll it, and then we'll take a minus 20 from whatever the thing is.
Yes.
Oh,
Great success. Very nice. At this time, as you get that breath of fresh air, you got James with you. You start kind of moving around a little bit, and you probably had a couple drinks, and it's at least a little bit hazy in your head, but you start just kind of wandering off into a little bit down like one of like the paths, the stone paths. You can still hear like the faint music kind of like bumping from inside. James, it seems like he's maybe onto something. You follow him through with him?
yeah.
All right. To you, doing your best to just kind of like follow through. Greg takes point here. It seems that you're confident now in your ability to just kind of like pick out the small differences in like the tone of this hum and where it's coming from. You end up following along, and it leads you into one of like the separate buildings. Not the actual like main building. It's the actual like factory is probably made up of like several different like warehouses and everything. It's not far from like the main clubhouse building by any means. I'm going to take an alertness check from both of you as well.
Alertness. Oh my god.
Critical success.
Ooh.
Damn, Greg is like sharp as hell outside now. This
Yeah.
oh.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
No, three crits. Jeez. All right. You enter into this separate building, and though there's no light there, there's a little bit of moonlight kind of like pouring down, and both of you very quickly catch a glimpse of something that's just kind of like on the ground, and you can see what looks to be like a small trail of blood that seems to be it's not like in like one long streak. It seems to be just like these intermittent like little like dabs and just little splotches on the ground, and it seems just very, very small. It's not like a crime scene or anything, but it does seem to kind of follow like a loose trail, and it kind of heads off into like a back corner of this room. It seems to lead into like what looks like maybe like a small office. It's hard to tell in the dark exactly what this room and building, what is exactly its exact purpose was once before. But you do pick up the blood trail.
Both of us?
So, yeah, you both would see it. I'm just gonna...
Yeah, you see this blood trail?
Oh my god.
So what the hell?
Yeah, man.
How did my buzzing take me straight to here?
You're buzzing?
Yeah. You're buzzing. Hey, yo.
Oh, shit.
The buzzing in my ear, man. I'm not buzzing. I'm the buzzing.
Oh, shit. I don't know, man. What? This is not buzzing, man. Yo, that's just blood. Should we be here?
I think I don't know, man. If something bad happens, I don't think I'm capable to fight or do anything. I'm not.
I
You know,
mean, we fast though. We can run.
true. We're brothers,
We're bro-
and I got experience. You know, being younger, I got with the camping and see my father teaching me all the woodsy things. I think I'm. You know what? I trust your brother.
you got some survival instincts.
That's the work.
All right. I mean, what do you think? We check this shit out. That shit's us, man.
It's just as hell, but I think fam's gotta stay together, man. And I think we should eat that shit and get in there.
How much blood is on the floor? Is it like just a
It's
straight
not a lot.
trail, or is it drips?
No,
here
it's
and
it's
there?
like small drips. It's if you could imagine, like if you like cut like maybe like a finger or something, and as you're maybe like walking from like in like across like a room, it just like drips
Okay.
off a little bit. Like you're seeing like it's just like little drips. Nothing like crazy substantial, but you do definitely take notice of it. And looking at it, it does still seem like decently wet as well.
Oh, I mean, this shit must be fresh then.
There been someone at the party, do you think?
I mean, somebody hurt? Like,
Maybe we should go check it out just in case someone's over there bleeding. You know, it's a rusty factory. Someone could have cut themselves. You don't want to get them tetanus.
yeah, the tetanus. Well, I mean, I guess let's go check it out.
Let's go, man.
Both of you heading back into the little back room there.
Yeah.
All right. Door is already kind of creaked open. Heading in, it does seem to be like a very like small office. And all it is, you see, it's like an old like kind of metal bookshelf, like shelving unit of some kind of like up against one wall. It's a desk with like one little like wooden chair. Nothing on it. It's just very like old. There's this a very thick layer of like dust just kind of sitting there. Maybe a couple like loose pieces of paper, garbage or something, from other kids over the years that just things got left here and nobody bothered to clean up. But you kind of like follow the little blood trail, and in the center of the floor there, you see the dead body of a bird. You can see very clearly, though, the head of the bird is completely decapitated. There is no head to the bird, and what you're seeing, all this blood trail, it's presumably been like bleeding out as it's made its way here. And as you look around, you don't actually see the bird, like the bird's head. It's just the body. What are you doing?
It's like flexible. We can do whatever we need to do, right?
Yeah, what do you want to do? It's a dead bird body and has no head. And even now, like you can see that it looks like blood has like poured out from like the neck a little bit. It's created like a small pool around it. And again, it does kind of glisten a little bit in little bits of like the tiny little bits of light that you can kind of see through.
Do you think this is the bird from the nest? And maybe I got like some type of like spidey senses.
That's some fucked up coincidence, man. This shit's weird. How was this? You feel this buzzing, and then you just it led you straight to a bird after like what happened this afternoon.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just me or I hope Coach is not feeling the same thing because maybe he'll be here soon. But yeah, it's strange. I honestly have no idea what's going on. It's just the sounds in my head. It's like voices speaking to me, and it just brought me here.
This is mind blowing. No pun intended. What do you think did that to that bird, man?
I have no idea. Its head's completely gone. I don't know what animal could eats birds around here in western, in this boony land of Canada.
But why just eat the head and leave the body? No animal would just do that.
Maybe saving you for later.
I don't think animals like have leftovers, man. I think they just eat the whole thing.
True. I didn't do well in geology.
Shit's sus, bro.
It is. Should we go back and tell Larry and maybe the bird girl? Do I know the bird girl or no?
You're probably not like close friends with her, but you probably know her. Are you guys all grade 12?
Yes, besides...
Yeah, aside from Yuna. Alright, yeah. Then yeah, you probably had classes with her.
She's also grade 12, the bird lady.
Yeah, she is grade 12.
And she meets... Wow, she's hanging out with a 13-year-old. That's a little sus.
She wants to take a hike out back too with the 13-year-old.
What happens if the 13-year-old bird eater just eats these birds' heads? Especially like birds.
There's a plot twist is that she's the one eating the birds. Just,
I mean,
it's like a snack, just a little bite.
If you're down, my boy James, we could always head back to the group. I don't think it's gonna be gone by the time we get back. We could get more people to investigate this, like Scooby Doo.
Are you Scooby?
I'm Scooby because I'm small.
I'm Shaggy. Scooby Shaggy.
But the Velma version because we're black.
Yeah. What's his name again? We made this joke last time. Jermaine?
Jermaine or something? I don't know.
Okay. How big is this room?
The actual like office space where the bird is, probably maybe 6 foot by 6 foot. It's a pretty small like cubicle thing.
It's Northville.
Any other way into this room?
Just the one door. No windows or anything.
I don't know. Yeah. I think we should. Let's leave, man. This is just too crazy for me right now. I'm already like 3 beers in. I can't make sense of this.
Yeah, let's get out. Let's head out.
All right, they're gonna head back to the main room.
Yeah.
All right. While you guys are heading back, we'll jump over to Itachi. You've probably been spending. Oh wait, so back to music.
I could use the washroom.
Yeah, Itachi. You've probably been spending most of the night just kind of hanging out with Jessica, and two of you probably have a couple of drinks and just making just chatting. Just probably lounging in like the same chair that you are, and just kind of being a little cuddly and touchy a little bit with you. And there's a point though where it seems like downs one of her drinks and just kind of looks at you and it's like, hey, you want to get out of here? Just like, I don't know, find like a space where there's like not as many people.
Yeah, but what about Larry?
Where are you at, Larry, right now? Are you hanging out with them? Are you socializing? What's
I mean, I assume I'm just kind of socializing / hanging out with them, just talking to people I know. Like, I mean, if they're like having a private moment, I wouldn't be with them, but
yeah.
But normally, probably be somewhere close at least.
Yeah, you probably see Larry just like probably talking to some other students, probably like 20, 30 feet away from you or something. He's occasionally looks over and you kind of give him like a little like nod or something, but
yeah,
somewhat. He'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll know where we're headed off.
Yeah. We're not going far or anything. Come on. She kind of like hops up a little bit, and just kind of like motions over like one of like the side doors of like the room there. Just kind of motions, just trying to like follow her somewhere.
Yep.
You wander out, and she kind of like keeps like wandering a little bit further down some like the the various like kind of hallways and passages here, enough to the point that you can't like that the low bass of the music eventually does kind of stop. You can't really hear it too much, and opens up kind of one more door, and you're fully outside of the place. I'll pop this music on, but well a distance away, and she kind of just pushes you up against the wall there, and she kind of like smiles a little bit, and it's like, "You want to go in the woods?"
I'll just chuckle and be like, "Yeah, that's what's up there."
Ooh, you're not afraid of it. You're not afraid of the woods. Nothing scares you, huh?
I mean, as long as you're here with me, no.
Okay.
Riz up.
Or is there?
The Riz Guzzler.
And it gives you a little smile and just kind of grabs you by the hand, and it's probably about like a 30-40 foot walk over like the initial kind of tree line. You're probably out in like one of like the back end spaces, knowing like the woods are, obviously if you're just hovering around like the initial kind of tree line, it's not like spooky, but the forests do run on for they are very, very, very big. The small walk over, and she kind of like takes a few steps in, and you're able to it is pitch black though out in like the woods, and like a little bit of moonlight that was above you, it's really hard to see. You have like little like flecks of it like kind of like cut through like the trees, and you can kind of see mostly just like the shapes of like the leaves, and there's a little bit of like wind that kind of like blows through, and it is decidedly very ominous and creepy out here. But she's holding her hand, and kind of press on a little bit more, assuming you just kind of follow through to a point that you kind of, in the distance, you can kind of still see elements of what you're pretty sure is the clubhouse. And it's at this point that she kind of pushes you back up against the tree there, and she just kind of goes at it. Just like you're just making out, nothing beyond that. But just having fun and doing your thing, just the two of you. It's occasionally an eye opens. It's dark. It's really dark. You're probably out there for a few minutes, and it stops though at some point where she kind of like pulls back from you, and in that little tiny, actually, I'll be on. I do have a forest down here. It's probably a little more creepy than I intended, but she pulls back, and a little bit of moonlight that kind of like goes over her face, it illuminates it, and you can see her eyes, and they are like wide-eyed, as if she's like looking at something, and she's not looking at you though. Like your back is to like a tree, and it kind of looks behind you as if it's like something like behind that tree, and she just looks like almost like complete like paralysis, fear, like whatever she is looking at right now has absolutely terrified her. And she pauses for a moment for even like take in like what is like seconds ago you guys were just like making out. You take it in, and she just screams, and it just pierces that silence around you. What are you doing in this moment?
What I'll do is like put my arm around her so that I can like push her back behind me, and like in that motion kind of turn around to see what she was looking at.
Make an alertness check. And it is quite dark, so I'm going to have you do it at a plus 20. So that'll definitely be a success here. All right. So a few things here. As you kind of like grab her and pull her a little bit closer and kind of whip around, there's this sudden rush of noise. It's the sound of what is probably like almost like a dozen birds. They all just like start fluttering wildly. There's this screech of just all kinds of like bird calls, if they're almost like fighting to the death or something. And it all converges. And in this wild rush of noise and movement, suddenly you're almost like pushed back a little bit. You look at Jessica and you see. It's hard to tell exactly what types of like birds they are, like how large they are. It's much larger than just like a basic like little pigeon or something, though. But they all run in, like fly directly towards like her like upper torso neck area, and it's a very strange sight. You watch it's almost like this like ring of birds like around her neck, as if it's just like almost like a necklace of birds, and she's just like screeching and like trying to like almost like bat them away. And as you're looking, you look back behind you, like what it was that she was initially looking at. You don't see anything immediately. Nothing. I'm not sure what actually like spooked her, but at this point, as you see all like the birds here, like essentially attacking her and all like immediately going for her neck right now, and you can hear like her, she's like crying out and like screeching like in pain, like they are clawing at her. What are you doing?
I would be in like complete shock and basically just going and trying to help her pull them away.
You're just trying to like grab birds and push them away, type of deal.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like you'd probably be pretty aggressive here. What do I have you roll? I almost feel like maybe like unarmed combat might be the relevant role, because I feel like you'd probably be pretty aggressive with the birds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do an unarmed combat roll.
Okay.
Ouch.
Too bad.
You go.
Just dying.
Yeah, you go and you try to like grab some of the birds, but like you can't even like get like a good like grip on any of them, and you just like almost like try to like bat them away a little bit, but it's so unsuccessful. And it's almost like they're so like honed in on like attacking Jessica right now, like going right for her neck, and there's a point where she's like almost like breaks apart from you, screeching, and just starts running off in the direction of where like the factory was, and like some of the birds immediately kind of like you can definitely tell she definitely took like some relevant damage here from the birds, but like it's dark enough you can't even see like the severity of like the injuries on her neck right now, but she books it, and there's a point where some of the birds kind of like latch onto her, like you can see like they're like kind of like clawed onto like the back of her shirt or something, but like she's like tripping and like running. She's had a couple of drinks, so she can't like run straight. Eventually, kind of like tumbles down, falls ahead of you. You're trying to also like give chase a little bit, but the birds, they don't seem to go after you specifically. But there is this very strange sight as your face almost comes so close to one of the birds that were attacking her. And with that alertness roll that you made, you're unsure exactly what it is that you saw, but one of the eyes of the bird, it almost looked like a worm or something, was like wiggling out of one of the eyes, and like almost like a piece of like seaweed or something was like stretching out and like writhing around. And it's this sheer sight of like what is that? Like it is so wildly unnatural. Like it almost looks like almost like tenderly, like a tentacle or something, very thin, but like you saw that, and then your eyes kind of dart towards another one. You see another one has those same like little tenderly tentacles coming out of one of the eyes, but it's like 3 or 4 of them all writhing and like almost like You can see, like, at the very tips of them, they almost look like jagged, like almost like teeth. Unsure of what it is you're looking at. It is far from anything you've ever seen in any animal ever, and it's just so unsettling just seeing this. And you should make a sanity check.
Sanity.
So at the top, you can just hit sanity.
At the
Beside, it's not
Oh,
present,
sanity.
it's not-
Yeah.
That is a success for you. You're unsure what it was. You keep running, and that imagery of seeing those like strange little wormy tentacles coming out of the eye, it's like it probably has some sort of like weird disease. It's not normal, but you know, there has to be an explanation for it. It could just be some sort of like parasitic infection or something in its eye or something. And maybe, you know, maybe that's what caused the aggression of the birds that attacked her. Far from normal, but like there's probably an explanation. Right now, you probably can't think of it, but right now it's mostly just kind of chasing after Jessica, and you run back over there, and you see her. She's just like, it doesn't seem like the birds are bothering anymore. They just kind of gave up. But she's like there, crouched on the ground, and just her eyes just bawling out. She's like still like in like a bit of like the grass. The actual clubhouse, like factory stuff, is probably still like 20, 30 feet away. But she's just like crouched down and like clutching her neck. What are you doing?
Do I see or feel blood?
Are you going to like touch her?
Yes.
Yeah, if you like went to like touch her neck, you would feel it is very, very wet.
Okay.
If you wanted to touch in the moonlight, you would be able to see like her entire neck right now is just covered in blood, and she seems to be like in a lot of pain. Doesn't seem like life threatening or anything like that, but you probably want to get like a better place to get a better look at fully what it is. But you can already see like it's poured down a little bit, like it's like the top half of like of her shirt is basically soaked in blood at this point.
So I'll like basically what I'll do then is I'll take my shirt off and like wrap it around her neck to stop some of the bleeding, and kind of like hurriedly bring her into the where I can see, like also calling for Larry.
Oh, yeah, I'll come if I hear that.
He's still inside, right?
Yeah, Larry would probably be still in like the main. You probably have to like actually like find Larry out there, because he's going to be in like the main party area. Like it's going to be loud there.
Yeah.
Just immediately call out. You probably wouldn't be able to get to him.
Yeah.
Call his phone.
Wait, sorry. We can't drive, right? Like we didn't drive.
I don't know. We didn't drive. Like they, Gregory
James
and James did, yeah. But they're not even like here.
I can't reach the steering wheel, man.
Unironically, yeah, you can if you're 4'2". Holy shit!
Put like phone books on the chair, and
Yeah.
you like you
No,
wouldn't
but you
reach the
can't
pedal.
reach the pedals.
Look at you, stilts. Stilts and phone books.
I'll be kind of scared and not wanting to call like for an ambulance or something, just given that what's transpiring at this place. But I'll just be calling out, like asking if anybody has a car, need to go to the hospital.
But yeah, Larry, you would see. You're heading back out into like the actual open area.
Yeah.
Yeah, Larry, you would definitely see them come back. Itachi he's not wearing a shirt, and he's just like wrapped around Jessica's neck, and she is like just seems completely like out of her mind right now. Like her super red in the face. She's like trying to like cover it and like trying like unsure. She seems like shy. I don't want to like make like a scene or anything, but you immediately do pick up on it.
I will definitely see what's going on. I'll follow him.
But you're looking to just calling for like a car or something?
Yeah.
Alright,
If he's
Where's
cool.
he?
I
Uber,
guess
is
there Uber? Can I do that?
Is there anybody with? I mean, I don't want to get blood in an Uber.
Oh, okay. I mean, sure. Should I just call the cops?
No, yeah, just call an Uber.
Okay, I'll call an Uber.
You definitely also like a few other people probably seeing this happen. They kind of like start kind of flocking. It's like, hey, and it's Giacomo who kind of wanders over first. It's like, hey, everything okay? Oh, and he like sees like the shirt that you already put around her neck. Like some of the blood's already seeped out, and you can see it on her shirt. And it's like, what happened? What happened? Is everything okay?
I don't know. I need to get her to the hospital.
Okay, yeah, sure, yeah, totally. I get Gio to drive you. I don't think he's been
Yeah.
too much.
That'd be great, please.
Yeah,
If we can get him now.
And he just kind of like, it's like, take her outside. And he kind of like he runs over quickly to try and get Giovanni, who's still just kind of like dark corner, just kind of sitting by, talking to like a couple of guys or whatever. So he runs over there and just kind of they have like a brief conversation. Gio gets up and just kind of runs over to you guys, pretty panicked. Gives you a nod and just kind of, come on. But it's as you guys are heading out, it's at this point that what would it be? I'm not comfortable with everyone's names just yet. James and Greg, the two of you are just heading back into the room at this point. You can see like Larry and Co. With Itachi and Jessica. Jessica's, you can see her shirt's covered in blood, and she's like almost like pushing past them. Giovanni seems to be like taking point and like ushering you guys out the front. Some people watching on confused by what the fuck is going on there, but you guys do have this moment where you do see kind of like cross paths with each other. Are you guys doing anything?
I'll just kind of look over to them in panic, essentially.
Have you guys contacted the bird girl yet? Because I just left to go to the washroom quickly when they were coming to get Harry.
No, they like basically he just called out to me in panic, so I just called a car. I asked him what to do, and I called a car.
Okay, and then you guys saw me and James. And look at us in panic.
You guys are also now coming, running at us in panic. Oh fuck, dude! Why is everybody around me just in a panic?
I mean, no, like you guys looked at us in a panic, and then we now acknowledged it, and we're like, "Oh shit, what's going on, man? Maybe they saw the bird."
They got attacked by.
Yeah, no, they got attacked by crows. Yeah, and
Yeah.
they, like cut the throat and bleeding out, napping around around the neck.
Yeah.
Do we go? It's up to James. James, shall we go inspect and be more as a group? Because I think we should start going more as like a group in this game, not be individuals like two black guys by ourselves, kind of.
I mean, it's however it plays out.
Yeah.
Hey, are you guys able to take me to the hospital?
You need to go to the hospital?
Or, well, she needs to go to the hospital,
shit.
but I need to take her there.
Oh shit!
Yo, man, that shit don't look good.
She got roasted, but not verbally.
Is she alive?
Yeah, she is, but we need to go quick. I don't know how bad the damage.
Sure, yeah, I got a car. I could drive.
Alright, sweet, let's go.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
Okay,
At that
let's-
point, Gio, who's there? It's like, all right, you're good to take her then.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, awesome. Oh, quick! It looks really, really bad, right?
Yeah.
Gives like a nod and just kind of like. It seems like he like wants to help, but like if you've got it handled, then he just kind of kicks off a little bit and all right, stay safe, drive safe, okay? But heads back over. Looks like he's probably heading over to go talk to Jack.
Okay, well, I mean, let's head out, man. Damn. I just parked right outside. Come on.
Alright.
I'll run over to the car.
Yeah.
The gear.
The car.
Yeah.
So are you guys all going to get 4 you? Well, I guess 5 with Jessica.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
All right, cool. But you get all stuffed up into the car, and Jessica's still just like crying and been basically like inconsolable and unsure what it was. You know, like what really just happened out in the woods there. Greg, you look at like you didn't see the injuries or anything, but you can see that like it's a neck injury, and the two of you were just coming back from a decapitated bird. You didn't get like the more blood or anything on you or anything, like your hands burned. And you realize though, like as you were heading back from seeing that bird, the humming stopped. You don't hear that buzz, and still a little itchy, but no buzz. You know, Tachi, you look at Jessica, and there's a point where like her eyes almost like kind of like open, and you still just see that look of like sheer utter fear in her eyes. You don't know what it was that she saw in that moment before the birds attacked her. She looked at something behind you. Behind you was just, you had your back to a tree. You looked at you didn't see anything. You don't know what it was. But at least in this moment right now, she seems pretty badly injured. Definitely a trip to the hospital. But I think that would also probably be a good point to end off for tonight's session.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's also
Ooh, head out to the hospital. So left at the party is James' brother, the little girl, and Bird Lady.
yeah, Yina and I are still gonna be there.
Little girl, sorry.
Tiffany had to like dip earlier, so I just put her mom there. That's also partially why I didn't want to like do too much without her here. But I didn't want to like push on super late anyway. Sounds like a 3-ish hour, so it's not a bad start. All right, but end of session stuff. So if you go through your character page, anything that you failed, so anything that you checked the box on, you're gonna go through your page and you're gonna roll a d4 for each of those, and you're just gonna add that to the percent.
Do I get that for my unarmed combat?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
I got a 3, so I make my search to 23 now.
In addition, so once you've gone through all your stats, and make sure you also uncheck your boxes and all that. I'll also give you guys a free d4 that you can just throw onto any stat that you want as well.
Perfect. Oh wait, so I failed search twice. Does that mean I do it twice?
You only get the one. Only get it once.
Okay. That's all I failed was search.
3.
Damn, that was rolling a 1? Okay. Harry was the first roller, but I think he only rolled once. Oh, GG.
I rolled a couple of times, I believe. I didn't have any check marks though.
Yeah, I think you made a handful like the statistic rolls, or you succeeded and stuff.
No, I just succeeded everything.
Yeah.
Damn, you got a 1, man. James Xavier Matthew Brown.
Wait, what was this roll for? This is only for if you have a check
if you
mark, right?
check mark, yeah.
Yeah,
And then we all
any rolls that you failed, you get a d4.
Yeah.
And then in addition, though, you also just get one free d4. You can throw that onto any stat of your choice.
Oh.
You can't have, it can't be one they have 0 in. It has to be something you have at least 1% in, and it can't be unnatural.
Damn. I got 1.
Can't
And
be
you go-
unnatural.
It can't be unnatural or ritual. Well, you actually, unnatural's already graded out for you anyway. No ritual or unnatural, though, but anything else that you already have points in, one free d4.
What about?
Can it go above 80, or are we still capping it?
Yeah, at this point, you can go over 80 at this point, yeah.
Would it be cheating if it's first aid? Because it seems like very important at the current moment.
Yeah, if you want, you can throw it in first aid.
I'll do it.
I don't care what you throw it in.
I want athletics.
No,
81.
I got a 1.
Larry.
I'm sorry.
We just rolled
I'm-
3 ones in a row. What are the odds?
I'm 1% better at providing first aid.
After I said no one rolled a 1. Kind of jinxed it, man.
You jinxed it, guys.
Yeah.
So,
It's not me, man. It's not me. Trust. It was freaking the vertical leap god, Gregory.